All right. When we last left off, you guys had managed to successfully trudge your, or you would use you have a flying carpet now.
Oh
shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. Bloody thing.
Yes,
Hey, bloody thing. All right.
Oh, that reminds me.
I am curious because the carpet has a carrying capacity of 200 pounds. Do your sheets have your weights, including your gear, listed?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That'll be useful.
What?
Yeah, under equipment, right?
Maybe.
The equipment section might not actually list your weight yourself, but it'll list the weight of all your gear.
Oh, I'm gonna need my manual, aren't I? Hold on.
I mean, it's not. It shouldn't be super relevant unless I don't know, like Oberdon. The
I'm never getting on that thing. I don't trust a flying carpet as far as I could watch it float. I mean,
that also means I might need a flying carpet token. Oh, why did I not think of this?
it's all right. We're all unprepared tonight. Everything broke at the. Everything just went wrong.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be the most disappointing thing I could possibly use for a flying carpet.
Was it just a square?
Like a block
A block of shag carpet.
I mean,
I need a magic lamp to summon Will Smith. Ah, I wish.
Have you seen the Wills? They're making a movie. It's called Bel Air.
Oh, let's not go there.
Just gonna tell you, it's a thing.
Yes.
Is he blue?
No, it's not Will Smith either.
It's just about his.
It's a movie
Oh,
of
it's
the
not-
Fresh Prince
oh,
of
wait.
Bel Air. None of the
Oh,
characters
okay.
are the same, or none of the actors are the same.
Okay. I love Will Smith. Sorry, back to the game.
Okay, I have made the carpet. Okay.
I'm struggling to find stuff.
The entrance to the cave, you could tell already that whoever was inside probably knew you were coming. Emery will inform you that that's very much the case, given that whatever spell or ritual they were working was likely just interrupted. And they probably had awareness of whether or not their force field continued to function. And so you're not walking in with the element of surprise here.
Alrighty. Leah Joe Foxtrot. Holy crap. Thank you so very, very much for that very kind donation.
Oh, holy shit.
That's and may RNGesus be with all of us, except for Jane.
What the fuck?
She hates you. I love her even more, just because of it.
Me more often. It's not great. Setting the night off on a good start, like, you know.
Hey, considering the bad start that we had, that's certainly more than made up for it. Thank you very much, my dear. That was awesome.
Thank you.
That really, actually, you have no idea how fortunate that is, because for once, we just actually had to spend money for to do extra things on the stream. We had to buy something because Skype was being a dick. So, perfect timing. So thank you for that.
So, you guys will walk down this mouth of a tunnel. It's kind of the swamp around you, right? Kind of rises. The ground rises up until you're on this mound of actually solid earth, not slick mud or untrustworthy dirt. And then that's where this cave kind of like crops out from a slant in the ground, and there are bushes and stuff in front of it, but you can clearly see the tracks that lead down, right? When you push the brush away, it is only wide enough for one person to walk at a time, and it is also very dark.
Okay. Hey, Oberdon, I think maybe you should lead this one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Todd's the party leader.
Yeah. I think since you did make me the party leader, I think, right, guys? Maybe Oberdon? Yeah, I think you should be the leader here for this one.
Fine. I have no problem going first.
Well, after you.
Who will go second?
I will.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So I am going to gingerly and carefully use my foot to test the weight of the planks to see if they're strong enough to support my ironclad weight.
Oh, we're actually not on that map right now. We ended the last session leaving that map.
Oh, okay. You want to change it then?
Yeah, I can check. Well, I mean, we're not in that cave yet. There was a small transition that didn't
Oh, okay.
happen.
Well, in that case, I'm just going to cover the map for now then.
All right.
Until we get where you want us to be.
Yeah, because we had ended last session being like, and then we leave and we head up to that place the gym has no map for.
That's right. Yep.
So, as you venture into the distinctly unmapped and uncharted territory,
And he literally does mean unmapped and uncharted.
it is very, very black and very, very cold, and it stinks to high hell of corpses and rot. You can't see because at this point I'm pretty certain your light spell faded.
It probably has.
Is it a cantrip? Oh, you only have limited cantrips. That's right, they're not infinite anymore.
It was a. I think it was. Didn't Satch do it? Emery.
Satch did it. Yeah.
You both did, if I'm not mistaken.
It lasts like an hour. I
Yeah,
think.
it lasted an hour because I mean, it's only we haven't been that long.
I remember last session you were saying that there was that it was ticking out.
That's exactly right. In that case, I'm going to recast it.
Okay.
Yeah, Emery can't. He already used.
So which out of curiosity, which one of you does Satch trust the most to not get him killed?
Me.
Yikes.
Why are you asking us? Like, as
Probably
in,
Shagget.
who wants to play the character?
Yes.
Just NPC him because you're not going to get through this if you don't have the full party.
Right.
So where normally I would
Right.
We'll do like we
Okay.
normally do. We'll make sensible tactical group decisions on his
Together.
behalf.
Okay.
Satch goes to melee the evil creature. Yeah.
So in the last campaign I ran for D&D, the party had like 6 NPCs with them on top of people missing sessions, and so instead what we had was we divvied them up into teams. So everybody had a team of characters that they controlled, and then somebody actually got one of us converted into a vampire when they weren't here. And
Oh, lovely.
That was not
Oh,
a good time.
yikes.
All right. I guess we're entering the cave, right?
So you cast your light, and that will allow you to notice that the tunnel takes a sharp downward, like there's a dead wall ahead of you. This just a sharp cobblestone, or not cobblestone, just a sharp uneven stone wall. And it looks like the entire place goes nowhere until you hold your torch over, and there is a 15-20 foot drop.
Ooh.
It's just a hole in the floor that just opens up into a cavern.
And we see the bottom?
Yes.
Okay.
Roughly. You've got, is it 20 feet until dim?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you can make out the vague shapes of what's going on down there. There's,
So I can kind of like hold my arm down with the sword to kind of illuminate it a little better.
All right.
I'm not going to hold my arm like down into the hole, just kind of over the hole.
Oh, okay. That's very important distinction to...
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not sticking my arm down there. I'm just hovering over the hole with the sword so that it'll shine down into it.
I may or may not have been reaching for my dice. I'm just saying.
The Orthric has low light vision, so
Okay.
I would be looking
There-
into the hole too.
A giant stone or tree or something to tie a rope around as like an anchor to climb
Up
down.
here, if somebody has like a spare sword or something, you could stab something in and...
I have spare nothing. Because it's all on Renkin Samuelson.
Hey, Dudley,
Yeah.
don't you have a flying carpet?
What are the odds?
I do.
Oh,
You know,
cool.
I have an idea. As a
Yeah?
leader,
Uh-huh.
I could take each one of you down on this flying carpet to the bottom of the cavern.
Whoa, great leadership, Duds. I like that quality in you. Yeah.
I don't
Who's
think that'll
first?
work for me, Dudley.
Why not?
Well, let me demonstrate. And while the rug is still up there, I'm going to go and sit on it. And
Okay, so you know, like imagine if Gorbad was going to sit on top of you, right? And you're on your stomach on the ground, and then all of a sudden, like your arms and your legs are like, but imagine that you're not a person, you're a carpet, but you're still doing that.
Okay.
That's
Get off of him!
there, you see, with all this armor, I'm clearly too heavy.
Did we call this carpet Alexa? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Alexis.
Alexis.
Okay.
Alexis. Just enough.
Alexa,
to set
Google
off the
Jane.
crap out of everybody's echo. Everybody's echo, but not technically be the echo's name.
Got it. Okay. What do I see when I look down that lit hole?
Yeah, I'd like to know what I saw down there as well.
Hold on, I forgot to add Rankin Samuelson to the map, so I'm doing that.
Millennial term lit or the
Incidentally, if somehow they got Rankin Samuelson down this 20-foot drop, I have a feeling he's probably not very alive. Maybe
okay, so the hole is enough that you can see that there are some colored mushrooms that are about the size of Dudley.
Okay.
And you can also sense flickering lights of both the orange and green variety. However,
sorry.
can't physically see through the hole unless you wanted to like any further than the immediate vicinity, unless you wanted to dip yourself further down the hole, because like the hole, it's not just like a flat hole. There's probably like 2-3 feet of descent before the bottom of our floor becomes the ceiling of the next chamber down.
Right. So if I were to, I mean, obviously there's a precipice, right? So if Arthur was to get on his stomach and splay his arms out so he has a little stability, could he look a little deeper to see the curve of the underside, right? To see in?
Yeah, so that's what I'm assuming you're doing rather than just like peeking. If you're just going to peek, then you just get this little cutout, right? So when you lean down, there is a solid flat earth about 15 to 20 feet down. As you stop and you look, you're going to say 20 feet. That you could easily like descend to with a rope or a flying carpet without it like collapsing underneath you. However, it is quiet. It's too quiet.
Yeah, the hair on the back of my neck is standing up, I assume.
Yeah, and also you, as you're the one that's looking, you're actually the hair on the back of your neck is going to stand up, and not because it's too quiet, but because something about this cave is going to make you extremely, extremely not okay. And there's no reason that you can put your finger on for it.
Hey, Oberdon.
Yes, Dudley.
If you think that Rankin's dead, don't you have to go down here?
As much as I have a mild amount of caring for the mule, all of my equipment, weapons, and necessaries are down there. I care more about those.
Hey, Screech, do those giant mushrooms look to have any sort of like a trampoline kind of a quality to them?
I was thinking that too. It'll break your fall.
I mean,
nature.
Do they look spongy?
Nature? Okay.
Roll me knowledge nature.
It's like a little Alice in Wonderland. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, for sure I can roll high in that. Easy.
Please, Botch.
I mean, that's not my thing.
If you had to guess, they do not have the structural integrity required to withstand you falling on top of them.
Okay. I'm just going to keep my
mouth shut. If you had rolled a 1, I would have been like, yes.
Yeah. I'll kind of go over and be like a thought's coming to the tip of my tongue, and then I kind of think about it, and I'll just sink back into the back of the
guys, the little one raises a good point. If your noble steed is dead, is the equipment really worth it? Because I'd rather just cave in this cave and just starve the people within, if there are people.
I think it's probably dead people from the smell of it.
Yes, and this is another reason we must go down there. Don't you agree, Emily? If there is contamination and the wretchedness of the undeath, we absolutely must go down there and do our duty. Put it to its final place of rest.
Oberdon, we could just get that same achievement by caving in the walls here, just filling the hole, you know?
Yes, you're assuming, of course, that there is no other way in or out.
True.
Emery would also point out that this is also assuming that there isn't anyone down there that needs our help.
Precisely. If none of you wish to come down, that's fine. Emery, we should go together. Come, Emery. You go first, Emery.
Emery, no, thank you.
He doesn't want to go alone.
No, I'm not going to tell him to go first, but I truly believe that Emery has the same calling that I do for the same deity.
He would definitely want to go down and, at the very least, find out if there are living people in here who might need some help. Yeah. Mostly because that helps me shove you guys into the encounter I prepped.
No, we just walk away. No, of course.
Hey, it would not be the first time I have had players look at an encounter like this and be like, how about we just cave them in and leave?
Yep. Fortunately, we're not going to allow that to happen.
Wait, you're saying there might be people down there alive?
Oh.
Well, the cotton.
Remember back there, Dudley, we found that Pelorian priest, William Blackthorn. He was dead, but only because he had been here so long. Perhaps there are people down there that recently have been captured that are indeed still alive.
Well, okay, with that said, we should all go in at the same time, no?
Right.
Well, of course.
I don't want to lower you alone, and then you get got, and then I lower, and then I get got. We can all get got together, or one at a time.
How wide is the hole?
The hallway I described as being only
the hole
wide
itself.
enough for one of you at a time. It's only wide enough for one of you to reach at a time. You might be able to squeeze the halfling down with somebody.
That's not what I'm thinking. How far back? How far was it since when we dealt with the last crystal?
From the last crystal?
Yeah.
That was like 15 minutes.
15 minutes. That's not too bad. I'm thinking maybe if we were to go back and get one of the sturdier planks, we could lay it across the hole, tie the rope to it, and then we could all go down together. Or perhaps we could get 2 of the planks on top of each other and make it more sturdy.
I look around for a gigantic tree branch.
So at this point, I as the DM have a call to make. Either I just arbitrarily waste 15 minutes of your time and get the same result, or you find a freaking tree branch outside and you can use that.
Yes.
Because really, that's going to work well with the others. So yeah, we'll say that's a tree branch.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, how about this?
Oh, hey, good eye.
Well done, Dudley. Well done.
I was not prepared for the.
I wasn't either. It just kind of fell out of my mouth.
Foley work.
All right, so we'll lay it across the hole. Does any of you have rope? Because I don't anymore. It's down the hole.
I am so prepared with so much rope all the time.
Dudley, you learnt about knots and things? Tie a good sturdy knot.
All right, I know last time we went with a certain knot. Do we want to go clove hitch here? 2 half hitches? What do we want to do? I got my ropes ready. Fisherman? Reef?
It's a reef knot. I've heard those are supposed to be particularly strong.
Oh, sure, reef knot. And I'm going to attempt to tie this rope to the
George Michael, thanks for the
branch.
cheer, bloody.
Thanks, George.
Woohoo.
I'm glad.
Squeege, for this distance dropping down for someone like Otto who is very acrobatic in that sense.
Oh, and Goob, thanks for the resub.
Could I possibly not have to use a rope and just be able to jump down and kind of land sturdy?
You know, that is actually one of the intended uses of the tumble skill, but I want to know what the exact mechanic is before I let you do it.
Okay, yep, I just want to ask.
Yeah, that is in fact one of the intended uses of the tumble skill is to lower like falling damage and let you be.
Yeah, that's what I thought, so I wanted to run it by you first.
Yeah.
I'm not tumbling. not
a DC
gracefully.
15 check allows you to fall as if it were 10 feet shorter than it really is when determining damage. You don't suffer damage until 10 feet, so you can fall 20 feet with no damage, which means that, yes, a DC 15 tumble check will let you do that.
Okay, so I'm just going to kind of be waiting around for everyone to get the branch and the rope ready. Just kind of like psyching myself up, doing some stretches.
Is there a so it's a hole? Is there a wall on any sides of said hole that I could use for my slow fall, or would I just have to do what everyone else is doing? Because I use crevices to go.
So I'm actually checking to see where I want the hole to be on the map. so I can answer that question. So basically what I'm envisioning is there's no way for you to put the branch directly across the hole, but it's only 15 feet back to the mouth of the cave, and the cave itself as a path is 15 feet and it slants down. And then so if you're coming in like this, then yes, the left side is the left side of the hole continues down to be the wall on the left side of whatever chamber. So yes, you can do that.
Okay, so I would be waiting patiently like Otto. Kind of eyeing him suspiciously, like, why is he so calm?
Like,
if I could do this, what is he thinking of doing? So I'm side eyeing Otto, basically. That's what I'm doing.
It's Tuesday. I mean, it's Thursday, but
It's Thursday.
How about I sit on the edge of the hole holding the rope?
I was envisioning that when you said you were putting the branch across the hole, that you were just putting it across the mouth of the cave.
Oh no, I was thinking that we could lay it across the hole so that we had something to lower. So basically there was a bar across the hole itself, and the rope would just be dangling down into the middle of the hole, so we could like fireman's pole down the rope.
Oh yeah, which wouldn't be possible to easily do when you're rappelling down the wall, which is what I was envisioning.
Okay, that's fine too. So so where the stick is, the rope kind of runs into the cave and then drops over the hole and down in, right?
Yep, that's what I thought you were doing.
Okay, then that's fine then.
Okay.
Then, because I'll kind of raise my hands and show my gauntlets. I can slide down here without rope burn, so what if I quickly assail, and then if Hjorthric and Octavius immediately jump down behind me, we can set a perimeter and then allow the other two to come down behind us.
On Alexis, okay.
Yeah, one of you can use the rug.
It's my rug.
Sure.
I don't need a rug.
Dude,
I mean,
there's a bomb
can
on
the
the
rug
rug.
hold Emery and you? I mean, I think it would, right? Because you're...
Yeah, Emery is a sad boy and therefore cannot be very heavy. Those are the rules.
He's not wearing any armor, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, it's Emery, not Armory, so he doesn't weigh much.
Huh.
But that Oberdon, let's do that. You go assail, Otto and I follow, and then the rug people come in.
Oh, the rug people cometh? Okay.
The rug losers, you know.
Rugrats.
Rug people. It sounds like a terrible B movie.
So that's what we'll do then. So I'll basically get poised, and then I'll be looking at them to go, are you ready? And then I am going to go down, holding the rope, and kind of allow it to slip through my fingers to get down to the bottom as quick as possible. As soon as I get to the bottom, I'll draw the sword out of its scabbard, which will illuminate the area, and take up a defensive position.
Okay, so what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to roll initiative. I'm also going to need everybody else to roll initiative.
Okay.
Initiative.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's right. We can't do it on this one, huh? It's +6.
Ooh, an impressive 9 for me.
Well, we're all waiting for you anyway, right? So,
Well, I'm going down first, right? So.
yeah.
Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna use the hack. That's what I'm gonna do because I am not rolling initiative for all of that.
All those bone daddies.
Oh.
The group initiative of Doom.
Yep.
We'll all be dead in the first round of combat.
Oh no, because if they go first, you're going down. The others haven't come down the hole yet, so it's just you.
That's right. Well, that's why I'm hoping that as soon as I'm down, one of the two are going to come down with me, so we'll both get to the bottom at the same time, right?
We were, that was what I was intending.
Yeah, that's what the initiative check is for, is to see like intense moments, exactly how everything plays out.
Yep.
So let's see. We got some bony boys at 24. Then we have
Oh, I've got to reset. I've got to reset my ability thingies.
10. Snuggler, you got yourself a 12 there.
Yeah, big 12.
All right, let me see. What am I taking out of the equation today?
For Dawn is a 9.
That one and that one. And then I'll shuffle the remaining 5.
What you got, duds?
13.
What did Emra get?
There we go. There's the order.
We didn't roll for him, I don't think.
No, we didn't.
But I will do that.
His initiative is not allowed to just be sad, all right?
Oh, are you sure?
He rolled a sad face. What is that? equate to?
Sad face initiative.
This is him. It's 12.
Snuggler probably beats the crap out of the initiative modifier for
I would assume so, yes.
Emery 12.
The first sad rug boy.
And then we have oh, he duds. Snuggler, Emery.
I think we're good.
How many? Okay, there's 4 of you, right?
Mhm.
5, sir. 5, sir.
Plus Emery.
5 plus Emery, so I'm missing somebody.
5 including Emery.
Hjorthurk, I didn't get yours. You get 12?
I'm last. I'm 5.
Oh.
That's Emery. The last 12.
Right. Okay.
I rolled
So-
a 5.
So the order is Bony Boys, followed by Duds, followed by Snuggler, followed by Emery, followed by Not Bony Boys, followed by Oberdawn, followed by Hjorthurk.
All right.
I don't know why I suddenly turned into a Southern Belle.
And let's all not forget that Emery has an inspiration point that we can waste if we need to.
Oh, we're wasting it.
Yeah, we are.
None of this,
Alright.
let's hold on for it for a month of Sundays.
So, Oberdawn, now is the time that you get to see this.
Okay. And I will uncover the map and then go, oh crap.
Whoa.
So I did the math.
Holy.
In the 15 minutes,
But where are we on the map?
you are all the way to the left, towards the middle.
Is that where the drop is?
Yes.
Okay.
I found us. Haha.
Oh, God. Oh, my
So,
God.
there are, in case you were curious, 16 gotten in this cave.
Climb the rope! Back up the rope!
I jump back up.
So I built this NPC, and then I lost my stats and my stuff, and I was like, oh crap! And then I rebuilt the NPC and realized I had done it wrong before and had not properly doubled the amount of undead they could conjure with the amount of warning they had. So we are. This is a good and proper. You are not being denied a rightful due challenge. And I will try and not clog the entire game up with endless dice rolling.
Oh, right.
I wasn't rolling 16 initiative checks, I'll tell you that.
So am I taking it this whole area is kind of illuminated?
Yes. So, let's one step at a time here. Oberdawn, you drop down, pull your sword out, right?
Mhm.
And you take up the position that I have put you in here, I'm assuming.
That's about right, yep.
Okay. So you are exposed
I am?
on all sides
Crap,
here.
I pull my pants back up.
These, you can see where like there's little tiny cliff faces. Those are about 5 to 6 feet up each, like rises. Okay.
Okay.
There are paths that kind of like follow up and around here. There is a lot of loose stone and rubble. This is a trick that you've seen used before by the undead in this area. And now that you are aware that there is actually an intelligence behind those undead, that makes a lot more sense.
Right.
We'll get to that in a second, though. There are skeletons that have already taken up notable tactically advantageous positions. They are a cohesive unit. They are operating under some kind of strategic setup, right? So they were waiting for you. By the time you turn, they've already got their crossbows and their weapons drawn and waiting, and they were being very quiet while they did it. So their
Okay.
whole plan involved you jumping down.
All right.
There are lots, and I mean lots of colors of lights and smoke and stench and evil defiling magics going on in this cave. There are piles and piles of bones, far more dead in here, not even counting the undead in here, than the Gottening can account for, which tells you that there are probably lots more people in this area who are dead that the village just didn't know about.
Right.
Maybe people who were hiding in the woods, or bandits or witch
Merchants,
covens or something
travelers,
that fell prey to this.
or bastards.
In the very back, you can actually see a very wounded but very alive
Oh.
Rinken Samuelson.
Damn it!
Now I have to pull him out.
Now we've got to get him out of here somehow. Oh, accidentally slipped and stabbed him. Oh,
He's in the far back, and you will note that he is sitting in this, like, lying down in the center of a red glowing runic circle carved upon the ground. More notably, there is an individual in an iron cage wearing the the ceremonial armor, not the functional armor, but the highfalutin, high-ranking ceremonial armor of the Order of Adalis.
Oh shit!
Well, now
If
now we're in.
If Emery was at the table, I would be describing to Emery that this was one of Emery's friends. I am going to want Oberdon to give me an int check to see if he remembers in the heat of the moment with everything staring down at him as he sees that figure in the back, if that glance is enough to tell him who that is.
If it's my uncle, I would know, but if it's anything
not
else, I'm going to go ahead and... you want me to do an intelligence check?
Yeah. Just like a straight up int roll.
12.
On a 12. Yes, there's a good reason you remember. You basically would have only failed to notice because of the chaos and the threat if you rolled low. That is Aubrey Steele. Aubrey Steele went missing the night that the Prince of a Thousand Blossoms was summoned. It was thought that he was the sacrifice. This is also, like, he was the person that was supposed to have been sacrificed. It's also very important to point out that what I would be describing to Emery is that Emery unwittingly, without meaning to or knowing to, delivered Aubrey to the people who performed the sacrifice. Like, they tricked him into it.
Oh, sad
no.
right now.
He's even sadder.
No wonder he's a sad boy.
So yeah, like I was like, you're like a
Just sinks
sad
into
boy,
the
right?
wall.
He was like, yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna give you an NPC, and he's like, okay, and I was like, here's the story, and he was like, oh, okay. Like,
Oh, man.
but Aubrey Steele is supposed to have been dead. Like, everybody knows, everybody in the Order knows that Aubrey Steele was the sacrifice. He was a young, up-and-coming kid. He was about 18 years old at the time. He was an absolutely brilliant knight. And here he is, not having aged a day. However, in between you and him is a whole bunch of zombies, evil, alchemical crap, some sacrificial altars, and finally, the I think I named her Sarah.
I see EMP demon things.
Yes. So Sarah Cena would be the tiefling. You guys named this NPC family Cena, all right? Not me. Sarah Cena of Cena Ranch is the tiefling that that Emery noticed in the painting.
Oh, okay.
That's his sister's best friend.
Oh, this is all about Emery.
Oh, poor sad.
Right? Like these bits were all about Emery. This is why I was like, oh, if you know somebody's gonna miss a session, that's fine as long as it's not Emery. And then
Emery's the one
No,
that's
it's not
being
here.
hit by a tornado, so that's the thing.
there is the rulebook told me I needed to use a Vargui, which, if you're not familiar, is a ridiculously named monster from the monster manual. It's like a vampire head with bat wings.
Yep.
And I decided I was not going to be able to say Vargui enough, so I just made it an imp. But yes, there is an imp that is like bickering with this necromancer as you drop, right?
Okay.
You drop, and then it like all hell breaks loose with the arrows.
Okay.
There are
No.
5 dudes with arrows that go on initiative 24.
Okay. Well, of course, I'm taking up. Let's think.
Oh yeah, you definitely would have dropped into a stance before you
Oh yeah.
fell into the unknown. That's just basic.
Yeah. Initially, not that it's going to do us any good, but my go-to would be an Iron Guard glare. But I'm not threatening anything right now, so it doesn't do a darn thing yet.
Okay, so they're all going to unleash.
I'm sorry, really quick. We can all drop into stances if we have them.
Yes, stances are a swift action.
Cool. That's what I'm gonna do. Boom.
You have 1 swift action every round, and
There
it
you
can
go.
happen at any point, even if it's not your turn.
That's mine right there. I'm dropping into that when I come down.
When you enter the stance, you become more difficult to
What
hit
is
with each
it?
successive attack that misses you. Each time an opponent misses you with a melee attack, you gain a 2 dodge bonus to AC. This bonus lasts until the start of your
Ooh.
next turn and is cumulative for the round. Wow.
That's great.
Just hope the first one misses
Against
and you're golden.
16
Yep.
skeletons. Can somebody do me a favor and check Emery's spell list? Does Emery have the spell?
Destroy skeletons immediately? Yes.
Does
No, but we do have turn undead.
Yeah, I'm looking right at it.
You see it? Okay,
Use
yeah.
this spell to immediately destroy all
I
skeletons in a 500-foot radius.
I think the spell I'm looking for is
I'm gonna steal that spell.
As a swift
Consecrate.
action.
Is it? Yes, Consecrate is the name of the spell. Does he have Consecrate prepared?
I
I'm not
don't
hearing
see a one next to it. No.
No, he doesn't have it prepared.
Okay.
Because he's the meanie head.
That's good. That just means I don't have to like adjust everything's stats. The reason this is giving you a nasty feeling to even look at is because the entire cave is desecrated ground, which also happens to give all of these skeletons a metric buttload of stat boosts. So it's just the 5 I said, and yeah, they're all gonna shoot Oberdon.
Right, well, Oberdon, of course, has got his little magic shield.
Yes. So what is your AC right now?
With the shield, give me just a second.
Except for one.
23.
23. I will hit you twice.
All right.
One of them is a crit. I need to confirm to crit.
Don't confirm it, Charlie. Don't confirm it.
Come on.
Oh.
Nah.
That a big dude. If that they crit on an 18 to 20, so if I was running my triple crit rule, that would be confirmed instant death.
Triple.
I'm not running that
crit
rule.
roll.
Yeah, it's
What?
because
Yeah, well, if you do decide to run that, let us know.
I
Yeah.
will. The triple crit rule is in 3.5. You don't just automatically crit when you roll a threatened crit. You might crit. You roll another attack roll, and if that one would have hit their AC, then you crit.
Right, you have to
And there's
confirm
an
the crit.
optional rule in the 3.5 DMG that says if that roll threatens to crit, and you check again and you confirm, it's an instant kill.
That's an evil, evil thing to do.
I'm not running that though. I ran that once, and all of my players built like rapier improved crit nonsense that were critting on 15s, and it was the most ridiculous game I ever ran.
Right.
So they hit for so a crit would be twice that. So it's 2d6 plus 18 plus 1d6 plus 9, so 3d6 plus 27.
How much?
Oh my god.
Max damage.
What?
Unbelievable. Where do they get the 27 damage from?
because it's you got hit by that's technically 3 separate hits. It's
Right.
It's one hit, or it's 2 separate hits. It's one hit of 1d6 plus 9.
my God.
Oh, they got
and
plus
one
9s.
crit
Okay,
that
okay.
It starts at 1d6 plus 9.
Well, I take nothing. I take no damage at all. This
Well,
turn.
wasn't me who went first.
I know.
Because
what's the isn't the cap on your Powerpuff Pool 10?
it is. No, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm just telling you, I refuse to take it. It's too much. No. It is. Let me see. Current cap.
It might be 15.
Man.
I don't think it is for me. Not yet, anyway.
I can't believe I opened up with a crit and a max damage.
What an asshole.
Of course I don't.
All right.
If it helps, I did actually research what to do during a TPK for the last encounter, and it still works for this one.
Okay, here we are. Okay, damage points. So, well, okay, here we are. During your turn, you gain a bonus on attack rolls and damage rolls equal to the current value of your delayed damage pool. See the resolve table, divided by 5 and rounded down. Minimum of 1. You can only gain a maximum bonus on attacks and damage rolls of +6 from here's Counter-Strike. Use the table, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so my delayed damage pool is currently... well, it's hot. Let me see. Where the hell is all this stuff? Did resolve.
Like the little arrow. Who did that?
But
I
it's been
don't
too
know.
long since we played last.
Just seeing some stuff.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Just checking some things out.
Of course.
Why is it on here? It was ready. It doesn't actually say. There should be another.
Because Otto
Table.
just saw
Is there on that table where it says
right in front of me. He's like, ah.
Yeah, see, it just says the delayed damage pool total, and then it says what the bonus is, but it doesn't say anywhere what my cap is.
okay, this is Tome of Battle.
Yeah.
What page is Crusader on?
You're going to find Crusader in, like, about page 10.
Can I do it again loudly?
Please. Can we make it up to like 30?
It's Steely Resolve, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah,
like
then
an
your max
80.
is 10. It's on the level up chart for like it'll say at level 4 you pick up Steely Resolve 10, and then at level 8 you pick up Steely Resolve 15.
Steel Resolve is almost my favorite.
Well, is it still Resolve? Yes, that's it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I was looking at Furious
Okay,
Counter-Strike,
You're
which
gonna
is
take
the damage
35
part.
damage,
Yeah.
10 will go into your pool.
That's it. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty, so yeah, down 35 initially. And I didn't open battle.net either, did I? I'm so far behind with all the stuff going on.
I should probably do that as well.
Yes.
Doing that.
Alrighty. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. I think we should
Okay.
do something about this.
There is something that I do want to note. They are
Yeah.
all undead.
Yep.
And that's very important. Because you have a cleric.
Absolutely. Oh, I'd said that already. He's going to be whether he likes it or not, his first action is going to be to turn undead.
Right?
Spoilers.
Get
Right,
in there,
so-
dude.
That's them. The remainder of the skeletons, however, are not going to charge you. They are instead going to take a stance that says, come and get some.
I know. Okay.
They are readying their actions, and you don't know what the triggers are, but I do. But I'm telling you,
Yeah.
all of the non-ranged skeletons are readying their actions. After the Bone Boys go, the Bony Boys will... Where's my initiative list? There it is. Duds!
Hey, I'm still on the magic carpet.
Yes, you are on the magic carpet.
How tall is the ceiling in here?
So the in the upper floor where you are, it's about 6 feet. So like Oberdon had to like crouch a little bit, and he like fire pulled down the rope, right?
Yep.
So the carpet can fly down as soon as you give it the command to. You're bringing Emery with you.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's on the carpet.
This chamber has a ceiling of
You rolling for it?
What's a not too high a number?
oh wow, okay.
1 foot.
1 foot.
We're like,
No, I wanted to know if it was any more than like 8 feet. Basically, that roll was to check to see if it was possible for Duds and Emery to like fly above
Yeah,
all
that's what I
of
was
the
wondering.
melee.
Okay.
It's not high enough that you can hide from the melee, but it is high enough that they would have to like to get at
Okay.
you.
Okay, if Emery's with me, I'm going to position myself here for him to face the skeletons, and while he does that, I'm going to be looking around to see if there's anything that looks super magical, like instantly pops out to me that looks really magical. Like
Okay,
glowing thing, yeah.
magical in what sort of
Or-
way?
Something that's glowing, or maybe a skeleton that clearly has some kind of magic in their hands, or maybe that Sarah.
Oh. Well, there is the tiefling is clearly like working some kind of magical spell. The tiefling in the back.
Okay. All right. Can I do this? So from where I was, I'm going to move on the magic carpet, kind of to the middle. Be like, "Good luck, Emery! Good luck, Emery!" And kind of see if I could like get him to get off the magic carpet.
Does the group agree that Emery should be dropped off in the middle of the cave?
Probably not.
good luck, Emery, as you kick him
I
out of
don't
a
know.
moving
I don't know if you
carpet.
saw the tweet that Mitchie
Keep
did.
your arms and lens inside the
Satch
carpet.
gave me permission to play Emery because
Tuck
I'll
and
be the best.
roll, Emery.
I also need to check to see what the carpet's move speed is.
Oh shit. It's overland flight, so it's like
I think I put it down.
Oh, did you actually do the responsible thing and look it up? Because I didn't.
You said it was the same thing as an overland flight
Yeah,
spell.
the
which
overland flight spell
40
is actually
feet to 40 feet.
40 feet. All right. So, we'll say because you're just dropping down that we'll start your 40 feet from right here,
Okay.
right where I've put your duds, and then we'll move Emery and the carpet to where you want to go from there. So, where is it that you want to go first?
Yeah, so I'm trying to drop Emery off somewhere near my people.
Okay, you want to drop Emery off where he won't be clogging the hallway for the others, but Oberdon is right next to him.
Yeah, I don't want him in the middle just by himself. And then I want to continue my move action. I don't know if he just jumped off, but let me.
That's if you stop here, that's 10 feet. So you have 30 feet remaining.
I see the girl, the
Yep.
crazy one. So I'm going to continue my move action. I'm going to see, is it 10 feet? I don't know if I can go above these creatures without getting attack of opportunity.
The ones in melee, these melee ones
Yeah.
can attack. They can make attacks of opportunity, yes. I will say, because you're flying over them on a carpet, I'll give them -2 to hit.
Okay. I'm gonna come around about right here so I can still see Sarah Cena. And I'm going to attempt from back here to get a hit off with my slingshot.
Roll me.
Wow.
Little kid flying around on a carpet shooting with a slingshot is so good.
This is a horror campaign, guys. Can't you tell?
I'm trying to steal the spell that she's prepping right now.
Nice.
Oh, you can steal off of the slingshot, really?
Yeah.
Cool. What is the range on a slingshot?
Oh shit, I don't know. It's whatever is.
I think you should be close enough.
It should be far, right? I can shoot a slingshot super far.
Are you talking about real life?
It has
Yeah.
the range increments, which give penalties. So,
Yeah, range increment 50 feet.
so if it's a little out, it's like a -2.
Yeah,
What's
-2
her?
to hit because she's 55 feet from you.
Okay. Here we go.
Come on, duds.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. Whoa. Ooh.
You're
Huh?
an aggressively
It
spinning
should be
die.
a hit. I'm gonna.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
hope it's a hit.
That will hit.
Yes.
Ooh.
You just stole
so-
suicide.
Does the spell steal only work if you, on a roll that you would have sneak attack on?
Oh, yeah.
You need to be within 30 feet for the sneak attack. to go
Oh,
off.
fuck. Yep, you're right. So I just hit her.
Did it make her like stop the spell though? I mean,
If
that would
knowing
would
that
hurt.
information would have changed your course of action, go ahead and take a different action.
No, I'm leaving it.
Okay.
I'm leaving it. I don't want to read
3
anything.
points. Hey, at least it
But
forces
I'm
a
not a
concentration check of next to nothing.
She will need to make a concentration check. DC, what is it? It's
13.
10 or the damage taken, whichever is higher.
It's 10 plus damage
No, that's
taken in 3/5.
in 3/5. It's 10 plus damage taken.
I don't know. I'm
Alright.
surfing on a magic carpet shooting
10
this
plus
thing.
damage.
So she's got to do. She's gonna have a
And I
DC of
hit-
13, I believe.
Yeah, it's 13.
I hit her.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
pretty jealous.
only fail that. I can only fail this on a nat 1.
Okay, well.
Okay, just do that
Just
one.
make one. Oh yeah, why don't you just rub it in? Just why don't you rub it in, you jerk?
So Duds like flies up and is like, and lets the shot loose, right? And what'll happen is like this your rock, your ammo will like clonk off of her horn,
Mhm.
and she will take 3 damage, fair and square.
Dead.
It's just instant death. No, instead she will look up at you and like
Oh
give
shit.
you this like, what the fuck is that face? Meanwhile, the little dude sitting next to her is like, and he falls over laughing and pointing
You
at her.
should shoot that next.
Oh my god.
Just to teach you a
Oh.
lesson.
Shit.
Like the greatest thing that has ever happened to this imp was you beating this tiefling in the head with a rock. Initiative window. God, I am so out of whack. Where am I? Here I am.
I think.
Nuggla.
Yeah. Okay. So, seeing this person, watching Duds do that, and looking at the girl in the back there, and seeing that she's doing something, can I see any sort of hindrance that would stop me from getting to her? Like if she's casting some sort of a shield or magic or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I would specifically be looking for that.
Okay, so assuming you can hit the ground without, like, I don't know, twisting your ankle or something,
Mhm.
give me a tumble check.
Okay.
To land.
It's Octavius.
Oh, because I haven't landed yet. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should. Okay.
Because you guys have started, because they were all readying to initiate.
Okay.
That's DC 15.
I
You
almost
land
rolled
just fine.
one.
So we'll start your turn here.
Okay.
Land. Okay. Now you have all of this rubble is difficult terrain, meaning it is 2 squares of movement, not 1. You have 6 squares by default. You might have more because if you have a move speed of 40 instead of 30.
Oh, even in front of me here?
So you land here, right?
Yep.
So these bits of rubble are the squares that take 2.
Okay.
These cliffs here, these little like ridges, are
Uh-huh.
about 6 feet tall,
Okay.
and those will take a DC, I think it's 10 climb check to
Okay.
climb up as part of your movement. There are bad guys, like this one is perched across atop the ridge, but he's already shot, and Oberdon is bleeding.
Yep.
There are goopy puddles of madness here.
Uh-huh.
These are the bubbling evil. And then she is casting a spell, but you don't know what it is.
That's what I'm saying. I can't see anything that would stop me from getting to her from where I am.
No, not if you're comfortable climbing over things, jumping over dudes, etc. Which, I mean, you're auto, that's what you do.
I'm very comfortable with that.
He climbs over all
So-
kinds of dudes.
So here's okay, so here's if I have a movement speed of 40, right?
Yep.
I can double that with a if I just dash there, right?
Yep.
Is that 3.5 as well? I don't
Dash is 5e. What you're talking about is a run. I think it's a full round action.
Yeah,
But
same thing.
And I think it actually quadruples your speed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the answer is yes, you can run there.
Okay, can I do a swift action before I do that?
Yes.
Cool.
Do it.
So this is what Otto's gonna do. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do cast every time. I'm going to cast Cloak of Deception,
Okay.
and that's essentially gonna make me invisible,
Oh, lucky.
I believe.
Shadows around you seem to surge forward and engulf you. For a brief moment, they render you invisible. When you initiate this maneuver, you turn invisible as per the invisible greater spell.
Yeah,
It ends at the end of your current turn, though.
yeah,
But
that's
that-
fine.
You're allowed. The reason why it's important that it says the invisibility greater spell.
So you can
is because
attack and not
greater
lose
invisibility
it.
doesn't break when you attack.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm running literally right behind her. And I will make whatever necessary checks you ask me to.
Yes. Okay. So to do that, this is basically a series of checking for botch.
Okay.
Because you're auto. So the first cliff.
Yep.
And
Oh, come
then
on.
the second cliff are each going to take a DC 10 climb check.
For climb. Okay.
You can make it acrobatics if you want.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a skill.
It is?
Yeah.
Acrobatics? Oh, I guess I don't have that. Oh, it's a
Jump
skill.
would
I
also-
see, I see. Oh, jump would work? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Cool.
If it's jump, you're going to make a DC 50.
Okay.
21,
Okay.
dude.
You're up the
Cool.
first one.
There's the second one.
Oh
You're
yeah.
up the second one. All right. Lastly, give me a move silently check.
Can do that too.
Auto, you glorious bastard.
That's amazing.
Make it happen,
Can I-
dude. Kill that bitch.
Yeah. Now I can't attack as well, right?
No, you can't attack because you spent a full round action to do all the flipping
That's
around.
fine. I just want to
The
get behind
move
her.
silently was very important because if she had heard you, she would have known somebody invisible was here.
Yeah, I would get like right behind her.
Okay. Now, as the invisibility fades, roll me hide.
Okay. Hide.
14.
Not bad.
Please.
Damn.
Oh. Ugh.
So you get right behind her. She has no idea, right? And and what's gonna happen? Of course. So as you are as as you're like sneaking up behind her and the shadows let go of you, right? And you're like and you're about ready, and you're bracing, suddenly there's going to be a behind you, and you'll hear like you'll turn your head, and there will be this round imp. I'm going to describe this imp.
Please.
He's about the shape of a
Danny
softball.
DeVito. Okay.
He is about the size of like a cantaloupe. He has tiny, thin little legs and knobby little knees.
Yes,
And a very
it is.
long, thin tail and beady little eyes and a giant smile. And his wings are very tiny, and they are working a billion flaps a second. Lard, fat ass in check in the air, right?
Oh my
Okay.
God.
And he'll
And I'll turn around and go, shh. And then turn back.
she has me in a contract. And that's
Oh my God.
how he's going to choose to say that.
Okay.
Sass is freaking out because she knows this NPC.
Oh really?
He's whiplash. Okay, so he's freaking out and screaming to alert the spellcaster. But that little exchange you're having there, like, he doesn't have a choice. He has to. Like, he's being commanded to. The others are probably going to kill him anyways because he's demon, so it doesn't matter. So, that's you. After Snugla goes Emre.
I think we know what we want to do, and we probably
Yeah.
want to do it with inspiration.
Yeah, Emery's going to step up. He's going to drop it all.
Okay, so question one, as he holds up his holy symbol and is like, I don't want to die. What's the range on turn undead?
Oh,
Is it a 30-foot radius?
No.
Does his positioning change this?
hang on. Hang on, I'll tell you.
See.
All right. Let's see. Okay, yeah. 60 feet.
Oh, that's basically the whole place, I
Yeah.
think.
So basically, you turns the closest undead first. And
20.
you know, he does the turning check, which is a charisma check, d20 plus his charisma modifier, and then you refer to the table and blah 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 blah.
All right, so let her rip, and you guys are spending your inspiration on this. I'll let you see the roll result before you blow his inspiration.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you nat 20, you don't spend the inspiration, and
Oh,
You're
that's
rolling
nice.
it, Shag
Okay.
it.
Shag it, roll it.
Wait,
Shag it, roll it.
I don't want this pressure.
Nope, you get the pressure.
My rolls have been terrible, so I don't want it.
D20 plus 2, right?
d20 plus his charisma modifier.
Okay. What is this charisma?
Probably
-9.
negative something.
He didn't make he didn't make a cleric with a negative charisma, did he?
It's 0.
Oh, it's 0.
It's 0.
Oh, okay. Is he? Come on, 13.
Inspiration?
So 13 would be most powerful affected undead would be level 7 or above.
okay, and how many max HD is that?
And that's that. Let's see. If you're on the turntable, 6 feet. 2d6 plus his cleric level plus his charisma. So 2d6 plus 6 is the total hit dice.
Okay, so that's regardless of his turning check. He always gets that same number of HD. That's not dependent on the D20 roll.
No, the d20 roll is dependent on the most powerful undead he can affect.
Okay, so
Then the
do you
damage
guys
comes
take
separate.
A total of 13, which is the highest level undead you can turn. It's 7 HD in a single creature. Is that it?
Yeah, basically anything level 7 or below he can affect.
Okay, you guys want to spend the inspiration or keep it? I will tell you what Emery would know is that, generally speaking, you don't have hordes of high-level monsters. That's not how anything in D&D works.
Keep it.
So as a player, he would be telling you to keep it because odds are these do not have a lot of levels each.
Right.
I would have said that if it wasn't for the fact that they were shooting with +9s.
That's the result of the class of the spellcaster that created them and the desecrated ground that they are standing on.
Okay, yeah. So,
This is a dread necromancer.
I mean, it's 13's 3 above the average,
it.
right? So keep
Look
it.
at-
So,
Yeah, 13 is way
we
overboard.
could use our inspiration possibly for the damage roll, not this roll, if we decide to keep this roll. Or how will we use inspiration then? Because
Inspiration. I'm running inspiration here the same way it's running 5. So save it until he needs to like stabilize.
Okay.
Yeah,
some
okay.
life saving check. I
So-
realize that stabilizing isn't a d20
So
roll.
2d6 plus 6, and he gets no bonus from being charisma. So
Yeah, 2d6 plus 6.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
that's not bad. 14.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
So basically,
now is when I play
anything 7 or below, he will f up, starting with the closest thing, and basically he'll start doing. He'll kill that many things of hit dice.
Is it what is the condition for a destroy instead of a turn?
Destroy. Let's see. Turning shit. Destroy. If it's twice as many as the level. So if these are level 3, they're destroyed.
And you get 14 HD of that?
Yeah.
Did we just kill all the Bony boys?
So let's do a roll call for Bony Boys by position.
Yeah, because it's going to go closest. It always does closest and then works back with turn undead. You don't get to
Closest
pick and
then
choose.
Further away. Okay, so this is 20, that's 20, this is 20.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's 3 down.
That's 3 HD. They're 1 each.
All right then. So
So that's all.
Yeah.
Not you guys got
Mostly.
14 HD. There are 2 skeletons left.
I get turn undead too, bitches.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so basically it's the animate dead spell gives you a certain amount of HD you're allowed to raise, and then you double it for the Dread Necromancer, and it was 16 HD. So I could have had 8 zombies or 16 skeletons. Sounds like a good idea. And Emery's not even here.
Yep.
So the farthest 2 survive. Wow,
Yeah.
they aren't even ranged. What are they doing back there?
Chilling.
they're talking. They're telling
Hanging
stories, man.
They're just hanging around.
Just chilling out.
This
you
is
know.
an easy job. They're thinking. Look at all this buffer we have. We can do anything.
We could just sit back here by this glowing cauldron and wait for the soup to be
envision
ready.
Embry kind of like stepping forward and holding up
Well,
the sacred symbol, right?
especially since he saw Aubrey, right? Like it's like an inspiring thing. Oh, Aubrey
like,
was a
yeah, like
sacrifice?
Aubrey, his old friend that he thought he had gotten killed, is in the back in a cage there,
Just like
right?
waving.
And so like he holds up his holy symbol and steps forward, and the whole chamber will kind of go monochrome for a split second, and then strobe in a flash of light, and there will be this disturbing, like a boom of energy as the shockwave emits from him, and they literally just blink and fall apart. Like each one of them shocks and is like coursed over with white and black lightning that just kind of rips apart whatever's animating them, and just piles of bones hit the ground. That will end Emery's turn. Oh crap!
Good job, Emery.
And then it is Sarah's turn.
Who?
And Sarah
Oh,
is
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah, she pissed her
Okay.
concentration shit, didn't she?
Oh, that's because. Oh, I need to put this on this. Well, those skeletons were her first line of defense, and nobody that's ever made it down this far has ever really been that much of a problem. So, do me a favor. At this point, as a free action, she is invoking her fear aura of 5-foot radius. Otto, give me a DC 18 will save.
Okay, I think I might have a thing for this. Hold on. I have a oh, here we go. I'm going to use. Sorry, let me find it here. Moment of Perfect Mind.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, what the fuck?
So Pete.
Where I can basically use a concentration save instead of a will save, which is much better for me.
Ah.
Ooh.
So I will roll that. Oh yeah, I didn't even need it, but still.
Okay. So you are fine. You also don't have to make a save against your fear aura for the next 24 hours.
Perfect.
So like she looks up and immediately just starts cursing in Infernal, and like her whole aura pulses with a black light. And the sight would drive most people mad.
So
you're currently distracted because of your argument with the familiar. You're trying to sneak up. And also, you happen to be a little more badass than that.
So I'm gonna turn around and look back at her now that I hear her. After she sees that it doesn't affect me, do I see any sort of change in her expression on her face?
Yes, she gets angrier.
Oh no. Can I talk to her?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just really quickly gonna go. I know we destroyed all of your bony boys, but maybe at this point we could just talk this out. It does not have to resort to violence. That's what Otto would try to say in the beginning to start.
It's her turn, right? So like you say
It
that.
is. So, but I would say that though, for sure.
And she's gonna like rub her horn where the rock hit her. roll me diplomacy.
Oh no. Okay.
Come on, dude.
Come on.
Charm the pants off of this evil little minx.
Diplomacy.
Oh, boy, you have
Still a good
negative.
roll, though.
Still good.
Not bad.
She will look you up and down.
What do you say?
She licks her lips and says,
Oh.
"Let's talk." And then she snaps her fingers. And then over here, Everett's black tentacles.
Oh.
Well, that's nice.
Oh, cool. Okay. Those are cool looking.
So, everyone in that radius, please make a grapple check.
This is what I'm so good at. My bane.
Oh, I almost rolled a 2. Thank
Nice.
God. Oh, praise Oberdon.
There we go. I knew it was coming. Anything that's a grapple check, my character has always rolled the worst rolls on since day one.
Oh no.
Oh, but so did you.
Oh, that's good.
Wait, who's that for?
I'm going in order, so that's Emery.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Hjorthork's not even down here yet.
I'm done. What are you talking about?
You haven't. Your turn hasn't come, so you haven't jumped into the hole yet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You're
this
still
is
up
literally
there.
all
And
happening.
I
This is 6
specified
seconds.
Oh, that's right. No, you're right.
Check this. I specified it was a 20-foot ceiling. The spell only reaches 20 feet. You're actually okay, and I can't even be like, yes, it comes up the hole after you. It can't reach that far.
So did you see like tentacle tips like at the very top of the hole?
Right? And I'm not going to bother rolling against Oberdon's natural 1. Actually, I just want to see if I also natural 1, then it'll be who has the highest modifier, and I'll win, and I'll still get the laugh. But it's not a natural 1,
No.
so I don't get the laugh. I mean, I'm still going to laugh, but that's not the point. So she turns around and says, let's talk. Right? Emery is fine, and he can, like, step up and out of the way and be like, whoa, and want no part of this. Oberdon has been, like, caught up by the tentacles. They will not be dealing their damage yet. They're just, like, grabbing you and holding you in place. Right?
Right.
Hjorthork, you are looking down, and, like, I imagine that the tentacles have got a hold of Oberdon, and they're, like, holding him so that you can kind of see him looking at each other through the hole.
Okay.
After the necromancer's turn, right? She will then turn her attention to Otto. After the necromancer's turn, Oberdon will get his turn. You can make another opposed grapple check to try and get out if you want.
About the only thing I can do.
I solemnly swear not to grapple you in every combat we have.
Alright, so it is my turn?
Yes, it is your turn, in fact.
Alright then, I will, let's think. No, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, these things are huge. They're thick. I'm heavy. I don't have much maneuverability. I think it's a waste of an action to try and even attempt to ungrapple myself, to be honest.
Okay.
Let me see what card comes up. That's going to be probably about the one that's almost the most useless in this situation.
There was a chance that you could have been inspired by the tentacles.
Yeah. Let's
Greatness.
see. So I've got this ability is what I'm inspired by, but I don't think I'm going to be using it. Basically, it just means I can, if I make a melee attack, I can reduce any damage. Well,
you have some mild expertise in spellcasting. I will tell you, you don't like. This is a very famous spell. It's favored by warlocks and dark magic users. You've encountered this before. These tentacles actually cannot take damage.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what it's like. As I said, of all the things I could have pulled, it's the one that's probably the most
one
useless.
thing that has zero use for you at
Yep.
all.
I haven't taken any. Well, no, and I've taken so much damage this turn. There's no way I'm going to be able to cast a spell. So
right, because you'd have to roll concentration,
and I would need a concentration. I would need a natural 20. I'd have to get a 20.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a skill roll, so that wouldn't even succeed. Because they don't. That's not a combat roll.
Kitty.
There isn't much I can do. Because I can't break the damage on this.
Do you have a healing spell that you can ready in the event that you are that you are dropped?
Barely.
If you have one that you can ready in the event that you are let go of, then you can say that you're readying this action to heal yourself.
Yeah, in the event that I'm let go of. I'm just trying to decide if it's better to ready a cure light wounds, or if it's better to just hope you roll really bad and I roll really well on a grapple check. Let's think. What is my total bonus? Let me see.
You've already seen mine as a 16.
Yeah, I don't know that though.
No, your character doesn't.
Yeah. But I can tell. Yeah. Nope. I'm going to ready the action. I'm not even going to try it. I'm.
Is your grapple check like -3?
No, it's not that bad, but it's still it's not
it's such
good.
a huge gap that your
and more importantly, I just don't do well in grappling situations, so I'm not going to push it. So yeah, I'm going to ready a cure light wounds in the eventuality that I can actually cast it. But I couldn't cast it this turn regardless, because I'd never be able to pass a concentration check. So it'd have to be next turn if I don't take damage. The problem with that, I will take damage.
Right, but it'll only be 10 damage.
That's right.
So if that doesn't drop you unconscious...
Well, no, it won't. It'll be because I take 35 at
you took 35 right now, right?
No. I've taken 35, yes, and I'll take 10 on the next start of the next turn.
At the end of your next turn.
Yep. But that's still a 20 concentration check. So that's that's what I'm going to do though.
Okay. Then it moves to Hirthirk. So Hirthirk, basically all at once, Oberon drops down. He immediately becomes pin-cushioned as Dudley and Emery fly in. And Emery kind of hops off the carpet and the whole place just goes strobe light for a second. And there is a powerful holy energy in the chamber. And then just the sound of bones ricocheting everywhere. Like, you know how that sound that makes Skyrim when you Fus Rodan, there's just stuff in the room? It's like that everywhere. Like xylophones are going off all over the place. And then a second later, there's just suddenly a cloud of tentacles. Like right as you're about to jump in, you manage to be like, ah! As
so
at you.
I can see Oberdan, correct?
Yes.
Now I don't want to hurt him because that would just be cruel and mean.
Just punch him in the face. Just knock him out.
I would obviously try. I would think, what if I just ignore fall damage, my risk of myself, and try to hit Oberdan free from those tentacles, like with the momentum of the fall?
So what that would be is you can make a grapple check with the tentacles in an attempt to break Oberdon free.
Would I get any advantage or pluses because I'm going from a great heights, so I have like a momentum to me to free him?
Yeah, I'll give you a +2 for like
Nice.
jumping in.
I mean, I'm well aware that I would be then in the cloud of tentacles.
Yeah, obviously. Yep.
But-
I will let this go because this is really funny, and also I can tell you've been itching for a chance to drop kick Gorbad this entire campaign.
Absolutely. All right. So yes, I would stupidly attempt this because I saw Oberdon take a lot of damage and I want him free and clear.
We had a rule at my table where everybody got one stupid thing for
Everybody
the
gets
session.
one.
Nobody's allowed to be mad at you for. That was nobody could hold it against you. This is my one
good.
thing for the night.
I'm trying to help my teammate, man.
There's a chance.
Ooh, it's a low chance. This is with the +2.
Ah.
Close.
All right, so you will jump in, right, and you'll knock Oberdon, not enough to hurt Oberdon, right, but like through the armor and the shield, and you'll kind of like push Oberdon, and Oberdon, you'll slip and slide, and for a second it feels like it worked until another tentacle reaches
Grabs hold of you.
So are you further? Are you closer to the edge, perhaps? Maybe.
Sure,
Well,
why not? Let's move him over here.
And that's so I'm over here,
Yep.
enjoying my time.
Alone with Gorbad in the tentacles.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, and what about Emery? Because Emery's standing right here, right?
Emery passed his check.
Okay, so he's okay. There we go.
Or rather, I rolled a nat 1 against Emery, so Emery was capable of escaping. And that'll go back around to the Bony Boys. The Bony Boys.
Bony boys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I imagine there's holding trombones. That's why they're just hanging out there. It was like the band.
So
Oh no.
they are not attacking yet.
Could he have gotten an attack of opportunity off?
He could have. However, basically what's happening here is that the skeletons under her command aren't attacking, they're repositioning and they're taking defensive positions, like defensive stances.
Uh-huh.
Basically, they're readying their action. If you guys go hostile, they're charging and attacking the closest target. If nobody goes hostile, they don't move, and that's pretty clear in the way that they're standing. So technically, yes, Otto could take a stab at the skeleton, but
I
Otto
wouldn't.
just tried to talk the caster down with an absolute horseshit promise of her survival.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So at this point, Bony Boys have gone, and it goes to Duds.
All right. I see that. I see they're gone, so I'm gonna fly straight over this way. Over here. So I can get flanking on. I don't know what you're trying to do, so I'm like, oh, perfect. Thanks so much, Otto. And I'm gonna try to do sneak attack
Wait,
to
what?
steal a spell. Yeah.
What?
Right, go for it, Duds.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm trying to fling a little rock at the back of her.
If you're on that one and being Otto, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
I am too. I forgot to do a. Oh, what is that?
What did you do?
What is that?
You rolled the damage, not the attack.
My
Well,
bad.
it'll do 4 damage if you hit.
This is with blank.
That will hit.
All right, I'm gonna use my
damage.
I'm gonna use 1d6 of my sneak attack to steal spell instead of do damage.
All right. So how does your steal spell work when you have sorcerers?
You can pick a random spell for me that it's random or
From what spell level?
from anything that they have.
All right.
And And then my other d6 of the sneak attack damage is 4.
But you're not doing any damage to like try to hurt her, right?
Why
Wait,
wouldn't
she's-
I?
Um,
How does Duds know you're trying to talk to her?
I mean,
so that's a total. That's a total of 8 damage.
Huh?
Uh, it's a total of 8 damage.
Look at his face.
I mean,
Duds was 50 feet away.
Yeah.
You are
I
going to
guess.
get the spell Summon Undead 1.
Okay. Cool.
cool.
Thank you. Summon undead one.
I'll give you a clue what it does.
Hey, I have an idea. Okay.
So she's about to turn and talk to you, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's just a off the back of her head. Make me another charisma check.
Yeah.
Otto.
Yeah.
Like, can you rescue this?
Roll high.
Okay. God damn it.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
4.
Maybe don't hit a diplomacy with a rock. You know.
So she's going to take her free 5-foot step up onto her table of tomes and things, glaring at Otto, and she is going to use negative energy
Hey!
burst.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no, she can't do that yet because this is all in Dud's turn. She wants to. That's what she wants to do.
Okay.
She wants to, but she can't do that yet. Because Snuggla,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell that this is about to turn hostile.
Okay. Well,
What
that
do you
just
do? It's your
changes-
turn, and then it's Emery's turn, and then it's Sarah's turn.
That just literally changes all the things. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Am I able to take a standard action? Okay, because I'm more used to 5e, so help me kind of. I
So
can.
you can use either a full round action.
Yep.
Or a move action and a standard action.
Okay.
A swift action can be done at any time in the round, but only once.
Okay. Perfect. That's all I needed to know. So then if they. Okay. So what I'll do then is. Oh man. I am going to. Sorry. I'm just going to try to hit her as hard as I can.
Just stab her.
Yeah. So I'm going to just do. Am I close enough to do a full attack?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was.
The full round attack is a full round action.
Yep.
That gives you all of your attacks. Are you using magical weapons?
They're not magical. They're masterwork, but they're not. I don't think
Okay,
they have.
they're not magical. That's
No.
important.
They don't have a magical property. So I'm going to swing. She's not flanked since he's too far away, I would assume.
Correct.
And I'll do full attack. Yes.
That's a lot of dice.
Attack 1, 11. What did I write down? That is a no-go. Attack 2, 15. Hit.
Okay.
You don't have sneak attack, so it's just the 4 damage.
Yeah, I don't have sneak attack on this for this stance.
As it turns out, she has damage reduction 4, unless you were using a bludgeoning or magical weapon, which is why it didn't apply to Dudley's rock.
Of course. Okay.
So you come in with a stab, right? But she's already onto you, right? So like you go and you swish once, and she's taking the step back, and then you go to follow up because she's left herself open, and she literally just slaps the blade with her hand, like she just backhands your sword. Sparks fly off of her demonic skin.
Whoa.
Guaranteed, anytime you get something really cool and eerie,
Watch the
Otto's
threads,
gonna be
dude.
Cool.
then Emery will go. What will Emery do?
He's free of the tentacles, right?
He is not tentacled.
And the only enemy that's on the board now that's not the tentacles is.
There's one here,
Oh, there's one there.
and there is one here.
Can we see if does he have any way of negating the tentacles? I mean, it's a cleric,
Does
right?
he
I
have
don't
a
think-
dispel magic prepared?
Let's see. Spell magic. Nope. Okay.
Useless.
He's got some monsters.
You could try and turn on Dedekin just to get rid of the last two obnoxious little skeletons.
Or
Actually,
I feel like
He
he
can't
could-
actually.
I know, but he probably sees those as super weak, and he sees me. He sees two of us dealing with this gigantic, this terrifying demon woman, right? So I feel like he'd probably try to go help us out.
Does he have any way to help out if he closes the distance?
He's got searing light.
No, he used it.
Oh, he used it already?
Yeah.
When? Okay. He's also got.
Shield other, cure moderates twice. Detect
I would say
chaotic evil, protection from evil, blessed.
he might start considering how to navigate himself towards Oberdon to heal him.
I was thinking that too, but can he reach?
Oh.
Is the question. This is a touch spell.
Can he?
It's a touch spell. You knocked Oberdon towards the edge, so we'll move him up here and say yes, specifically because your approach was to throw him around inside the tentacles. I will allow Emery to stand next to the tentacles and try and like give Oberdon the high five of healing.
Yes.
Okay. Because honestly, that's what I would do if I was Emery.
There, I moved him.
Emery would do that from here, specifically because he wouldn't want to be too close to this skeleton.
Oh, I keep forgetting this there. Dumb skeleton.
So I'd let that fly without a check because he's not being threatened by anything. He can build up the prayer and then like wait for Oberdon to get flailed around in his direction and then like grab him and heal him. So go ahead and roll the healing. That way Oberdon is at least uselessly grappled while also having some hit points.
All you, Shag.
Yeah, doing it.
Okay.
Had to select him.
Nice.
17
Yeah,
HP.
17, okay.
And then after Emery will go Necro. So on Necro's turn, now that this has turned hostile, several things will happen. One, if you are grappled by the tentacles, please make an opposed grapple check.
Oh, that's specifically for me, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you and Oberdon.
Yeah, let me roll.
Was already grappled, right? Oh,
Yes.
shit.
This is not to escape the grapple. This is just to...
Stay grappled.
No, this is to see if I get to deal damage to you by crushing you.
Fun.
What? Thank you for rolling those dice. Roll 20. All right, so Hjorthurk,
Yogurt.
Rooney-Roo,
Yogurt.
Yeah, just go
Hugaroni, you take the 10, and Oberdon will take the 8.
All right.
All right.
So basically, they weren't crushing you, like they were simply disabling you so you couldn't act. And then once the rock hits the back of her head, she changes her mind. And so on her turn, the tentacles will actually start like crushing and squeezing and tearing at you.
Good job, Duds. Good leadership.
Thanks.
So
So
I
then
hit her.
she will step up here, and I would like both of you to make me a DC 18 will save.
Yeah, using that thing again. I don't have many left, but I'm using it for this.
Is it for any will save you can do that for?
It is any immediate action for a will save.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have a feeling this is a big one, so I'm gonna spend it on this. Do you want me to pop it up in chat real fast?
No, it's fine.
You know what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a concentration check instead.
Yes.
Okay. Sweet.
You're good. Auto is surprisingly useful.
Really? Yeah,
Like, really
look at him
useful.
go. Look at him go.
What about you, Duds?
Oh, I'm doing one too.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry, what save is this?
This is Will, DC 18.
Oh boy. Okay.
And Samuelson.
Oh, I passed.
He's a donkey, right?
He is a mule.
Yeah, they're
Mules are
stubborn.
pretty willful.
They're stubborn jerks. I'm just gonna assign him a random +10.
There you
Nice.
go.
That's his will save.
He actually passes.
Everybody, including Rankin Samuelson, will take half damage.
Great.
Round up, so take 11. That is negative energy damage. Not the rest of you. This is only for her. She unleashes this huge burst of just raw, unadulterated pink lightning that just rips
Pink
through the
lightning.
air.
Mm.
You guys are spared the worst of it, although you are riding on top of a flying carpet. Give me a reflex save, Dudley.
Okay.
Oh, you're sitting right next to that boiling, oozy badness, aren't you?
Yup. Reflex height,
Yep.
you say? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes! Give me that 20.
I don't
Did you
see
roll?
it.
Nothing
That's
rolled.
it,
Oh, there
yeah.
it goes.
Oh, there it goes.
I got
Oh,
20.
it is a nat 20.
Yay!
All right, so like
Thank
that
God.
pink lightning goes off, right? And it
Natural 20.
like stumbling and falling. And what'll happen is the carpet, right? You'll be like you'll like start shouting the carpet's name.
Alexis, you're fine.
It will actually take the last second it has of you being on one end and throw you up so that you can plant your hands on the ceiling, and then it'll zip underneath you so you can land on it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And like you'll hit and drop a little bit. And
That's
you're
a girl.
bubbling and feel the heat, but you're fine.
Okay.
And
Give her a nice pet.
I believe I don't get to do that as a free action. That's a standard action. So it will then pass from the Necro to Oberdon.
All right.
Doesn't look like you're gonna get dropped anytime soon.
No, I'm gonna try to grapple out of it. Screw it.
If you get the nat 20,
Yeah. Otherwise, we're basically just sitting here hanging
or
out
if I
for
get the nat
entire
1, so there's
encounter,
roughly, it's not quite 10, but it's a 10%-ish.
Nope. And nope.
Nope.
I will stay grappled.
And Hjorthurk, yourself?
I'm gonna try as well. Ooh. Yeah.
Not looking good.
No.
Damn tentacles be
No.
nasty.
Oh.
All right, we will then come around to the Bony Boys, who did say they were charging and attacking. One of them. Does this hit Emery? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Poor Em.
Womp womp.
Oh, come on. Why was it almost
This is the
sick?
beefiest skeleton I have
Oh my
ever
god.
with.
Ouch.
Does Emery drop?
No.
No, you should be still have plenty of air points. You hadn't
Oh,
taken.
we actually burned a bunch of healing on him, didn't we?
Yep.
Otto.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Serious? Wait, which one's
What is
attacking me? The one with the
funny?
crossbow?
Guessing this one, huh?
Yes, which
One
means that they're
behind
not
you?
D6s, they're D4s, because to do that, it has to drop the crossbow and slash.
Gotcha. Okay.
Claws. Thank you for pointing that out. You just saved yourself a potential 4 damage.
Cool. What, dude?
Holy shit.
26
Why are you
damage
doing
from a
this?
skeleton with
I'm
a
down.
crossbow.
I'm down.
Oh my god.
At 26 damage,
Oh my god.
what negative are you at?
3.
You're at -3.
Yep.
That's cool. Okay.
Okay. No pressure, Duds, but you might be one of the only people standing shortly. How many rounds have these tentacles been up? They have limited duration. This is the third. Okay.
Yep.
So yes, from there, that was the Bony Boys. Duds. Otto
Yeah.
is down. Man down.
Man down. All right. I'll start with casting the spell I received.
Summon undead 1.
To fight against things.
The necromancer.
Hey, really quick, did that crit confirm? Sorry.
Oh no, you're supposed to confirm. Thank you.
Come on.
What does the AC I have to hit?
30. Just kidding. It's not that high. Let me actually find out. 20.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh. Although, thank you for calling me out on that. I have played way too much 5th where it's just automatic on the 20.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to confirm exactly what it is that you are getting out of this, but I think you can summon a single zombie or skeleton. Where is... Did you know that there is not actually a summon undead spell in the core books?
Really?
Nope, there is only animate dead. The summon undead spells were introduced to Heroes of Horror, which I have in my big plastic bin of books, which I can't be bothered to go unpack. So... These are the monsters. No, I want the spells. Okay, well, here we are. Summon Undead 1. You can summon a kobold zombie or a human warrior skeleton. There are only human bodies around here, but you're not actually animating your summoning, so you could do either a zombie or a skeleton. The skeletons are faster, but have so they can run faster. The zombies can only take half actions and move at half speed, but they are way meatier and harder to kill.
Harder to kill. Yeah, I'll throw a zombie in between. I'm gonna throw a zombie in between. Just here, right here. And I go, Otto! And here's what I want to do. It's probably not gonna work. It's very self-sacrificing here. All right, I'm gonna fly around and over while that zombie is forming, kind of hoping that it's distracting some people. Sarah. And I'm gonna say, Alexis, come on, help me out! And I'm gonna try to lower myself. I'm hopping off, and I'm gonna tell Alexis, come on! And I'm seeing if I could scoot Otto's body onto, like, just go, like, help me out! Get him onto the carpet and be like, just go, take Otto, get out of here!
Otto, I mean, Alexis, not you. Cancel.
Otto! Please, Alexis, use all your rock strength.
Will fly Otto
into the tentacles.
Into the tentacles.
No, it has a self-preservation instinct. So it will start like hovering around here, and it's gonna be like moving around in the direction of Emery, which it knows can heal. And it's gonna take a nice wide path around this skeleton as not to provoke an attack of opportunity against the AC of 10, where 7 damage is death. Okay, so that is Duds Snuggler. You have a 10% chance to stabilize. That means 10 or lower on 1d100.
So I roll 1d100?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Nope.
All right, you will take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
As you bleed all over the carpet.
Okay.
Oh, poor carpet.
It is then
Yeah, it's about right.
Emery's turn. Emery has choices. 1, he can try and bash the skeleton.
Nah.
Or 2, he can take his free 5-foot step, not provoke an attack of
That
opportunity,
one.
and heal Snuggler.
Yeah, that's
That
the
one. He
Provided
would do
he has
that
a spell to
one.
heal Snuggler with.
Sure. I don't know.
The biggest.
He has a Cure Serious in his arsenal. It'll
Okay.
remove his Remove Curse spell, but it's
Yeah,
serious.
burn it. Burn it.
This is serious business right
This
now.
is a serious spell, so... hold on, I have to select him again. Not my
It is surprisingly easy to get blood out of a carpet if you wash it in cold water, for the
Oh,
record.
Glad you know that.
I'm sure they have like some upholstery cleaners here in this fantasy world, right?
Yeah.
13, you were at -3.
I
You're
will
negative
after.
Wow, those
That
are
was a
such
negative
horrible
four.
rolls.
I'm
wow.
sorry, man.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow.
What? You're you're no longer allowed to play Emery.
I
Okay.
freaking told you all these people not to let me roll other
So if you're
characters.
-4, then you stand up with 9 health.
Yep. That's what I put myself on.
Yep.
Cool.
And that is Emery's turn, and then it will be the Necro's turn.
Shit.
Would you consider that a short rest?
A subtle nap, maybe.
I would consider it a brief sojourn into
Like
the
a-
realm of the eternal
Like
rest.
a power nap kind of a thing?
Like
Okay,
a
never mind.
power
I thought I tried.
All right, so at this point, what would you do if you were a necromancer?
Just yield.
Just stop, just yield.
Got a big scary zombie right in front of you.
Yeah, right?
You know what necromancers do when they are threatened by zombies? They do things that will provoke attacks of opportunity, which your zombie may now make.
Great. What did I roll for him?
It'll be 1d20 plus.
I'm supposed to remind you that I'm on
You're
desecrated ground.
You're on desecrated ground right now.
Yes.
This zombie gets buffs.
Yes.
Yay!
Give them all to me. What do I roll?
Not how I
1d20.
saw it
Too bad Emily's not here.
Screw it. Make it a plus 8. 1d20 plus 8. You're looking to hit 13.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh my
Fuck my.
fucking.
It's fine.
Whiff. And that was an important one.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know why?
No, don't tell me why. Don't do it.
Because Dudley,
No. No.
you are not the only one who can summon the undead.
Mm-hmm.
more bony boys?
Oh no.
Oh no. Is it dead Big Mama?
Right, no. Where those bony boys were the gotten, these are the bigger gotten.
Oh, fuck. What are you doing?
That is my last level 4 spell slot.
Oh my god. Mm.
However, I will say, for the sake of this, they don't go just yet. They'll spend their whole action
Mhm.
like
Coming to
crawling
life.
up. These are big dudes.
Oh
Big
no.
dudes. There is no way these guys were in the village. They had to have come from somewhere else. And while they're climbing up, Aubrey is going to be like rattling the cage, right, and pointing at his sword, which is propped
Oh,
up against the
shit.
next cage over. He's a little woozy, and he's been clearly tortured, and he's got like sigils carved into his skin with a
Mhm.
knife, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's shaking and he's pointing, and he wants in.
Okay.
Even though you get the idea, he's probably not going to be too much of a help. But at this point, can you afford to say no?
I know.
That will be the end of Necro. Oberdon to Hjorthurk.
Oh boy.
Yeah, try to get out, I guess. Right?
Oberdon.
Okay.
There's a chance.
You have a chance
You're not.
here.
No, Oberdon doesn't have to make an opposed check. I botch.
You botched.
Yes.
I automatically fail.
Oh my
Oberdon is
God.
3.
Oh, Oberdon, get
Oh
in
my
there,
god.
please.
Oh my god. Please save us.
I'm climbing up the rope. Screw y'all.
Oh, no.
You think I'm kidding? No.
I thought about flying.
All
You
right.
step
Hell
out. You
out
step
of
at the edge of the radius at any place you want. So if you want to climb up the rope, you can.
No, I'm not
actually-
going up the rope. I'm going
Okay.
to step out and obviously get far enough away to where I can't be re-grabbed.
Yep.
And I have got faux hammer
Dandy, fuck you, bud.
prepped. So I'm going to belt this skeleton for all it's worth.
If you botch, I swear.
I will blame you for cursing me.
Right.
All right, so here is faux hammer. I got to click on myself first. Here we go. So 30 shot behind the attack. It will deal an extra 6 points of damage.
That'll be enough to get past its damage reduction.
But it does other things. That damage reduction offers little resistance, so when you use this move and make an attack against a single attack, the attack automatically overcomes the opponent's damage reduction anyway.
Nice, yes. So you don't have to worry about the fact that they're skeletons and take 5 less damage from non-bludgeoning attacks. Right, okay.
So basically it will take whatever this is plus 6, regardless of its damage reduction, if I hit.
Oh, please hit.
It would be nice, wouldn't it? Not flanking.
Technically flanking, actually.
Okay.
Because Otto is in a threatening square, we've ruled that you can't be out of threatened melee range from height.
Alright, then let me do that again. And say flanking, yes. And additional attack bonuses. Maybe. Let me think, hang on. Skeletons are not particularly well armored. Usually.
They are standing on desecrated ground.
I know. I'm just looking at... Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Looking at power attack.
I'm contemplating.
This is the first attack that we've made against the skeleton because they were outright destroyed by Emery in the other.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my...
We also know that they are particularly weak, so if you wanted to turn undead...
Yeah, but because they're particularly weak, I think I'm more likely to be able to smash it than I am to do a whole lot of damage with turning. Where are my friggin... I can't find where any of my feats and traits are.
Well, your feats are at the bottom of your legs.
Yeah, right. Let me turn on all. Here we go. Feats. I can't remember if I ended up taking... Power Attack was one of those I played with, and I wasn't sure if I took it or not. Let's see. I took Combat Expertise. Chink in the Armor. That's a good one. Trip. Alright. Skeleton. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it. Screw it.
Alright.
I'm not even interested in trying to get too technical. 16.
A 16. They have AC 16.
So, in that case, it's 17 points of damage.
They have 12 HP.
Alright.
Blap.
And I lose my
Oberdon
ability.
manages to slip out from the writhing tendrils and kind of like skids to a stop, and then like rises up behind this skeleton, which is like it's trying to reach up for the guy that was almost dead, thinking that Otto is the one to hit, right? So it's in the middle of like trying to swing at Otto, and its upswing will get shoved out of the way by Oberdon's downswing with his sword and just shatters this thing, and pink lightning kind of like erupts in a small showery spark as it just scatters its bones across the floor.
Right, okay.
And Hjorthurk.
I'm gonna try to grapple free.
I believe. And I'll roll again if I roll 1d20 plus 16.
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
Oh.
But no. No.
Oh, you have a +0, don't you?
No, it's I don't know why I rolled 2, but it rolled a 12 and I had a +6.
Okay.
Can we take the 18 anyway?
Right.
I don't know why it rolled that. That makes no sense, but yeah.
So Emery is out, Otto is up, Oberdon is free. After
Hjorthurk.
Oberdon, Hjorthurk went, then the Bony Boys, of which that one is dead. Hey Otto. I have a Bony Boy for you right here. Which square are you in? This one? Or this
You
one?
call me-
that's Dudley.
that's me, Dudley.
Yeah.
That's me, Dudley.
You were in this square because Otto was in this square above you.
Okay, yeah.
So I actually have to move in to attack you.
Okay. shit.
What
Why are
is,
you-
dude? What? Come on, are you serious?
Are you guys seeing
Look,
this?
this is how
This
you
is the
Confirm
nastiest-
it.
case.
You gotta confirm it if it's a crit.
Oh
I do,
my
I do.
god.
You'd have to confirm it.
Oh man. Okay.
Does the confirm? I'm guessing a 24 hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, 28 damage.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
You see me go down.
Are you
I go-
alive?
That's for the characters to find out. I go.
Okay, but you do
"Ah!" I drop. I drop.
All right, so Duds drops. At which point, I believe do your summons vanish if you are defeated? Is that standard?
I think so.
Typically.
No, because
No.
It depends on the spell, though.
it depends on the spell. It works like summon monster, and I think Emery summoned a monster and it just stuck around and kept attacking.
That's what you ruled
so-
last time.
Yep, I'll run with that ruling now, especially since this is kind of going horribly.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
Bony
no.
Boys. Duds.
Mhm.
Roll me stabilize. 1d100,
Okay.
10 or higher, or 10 or lower. Wow, that's
10 or higher, yes.
10 or higher. Got it.
So
A 95
close.
is definitely not a stable.
So close. All right.
Snuggler on your
Yeah.
magic carpet that responds to the name Alexis.
Yeah. So if I see this person, Aubrey, trying to get her sword and get out of there, I'm gonna do whatever I can to make that happen.
Okay, so you are sitting on top of a flying carpet.
I'm probably more lying down, prone, trying to like regain my senses.
Like,
here.
ah! Right?
Yeah. Well, I just like got destroyed and
So-
sort of woken up.
The carpet moves 40 per round.
Okay.
If you want to like really push it, I'll
Yeah.
give the carpet the equivalent of if you blow your full round action, I'll let you give the carpet a push it, like a yeah, right? To
Yeah.
give it a dash.
Okay.
And if you can pass a tumble check, I will let you shove the sword through into the cage
That's what
as
I'm gonna.
part of that.
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Okay.
All right.
So roll me tumble. I'm gonna call
Okay.
this a DC 15.
Yo.
Wow.
Nice.
Auto. So that'll put you on the wrong side of Rankin Samuelson.
Perfect. That's kind of where I want to be.
So I envisioned you're like, go, 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 Alexis, go, right? And it takes off way faster than you were ready for. It doesn't have very good maneuverability though. So like, it's like skidding through the air and you'll almost fall out of the carpet, but you're like hang on to one side. You grab the sword and shove the hilt of the blade through. And Aubrey will grab his blade, pull it through, and then immediately start trying to leverage his way out of the rusty cage with it.
Okay.
And we'll say that he'll go on his own initiative. Do you have improved initiative? No.
I don't know. Ooh.
But he will go.
Flutto, thanks for that kind donation, buddy.
Hello.
Thanks.
There
Flutto.
is there
Appreciate it,
something
bud.
keeping Rankin like trapped?
Yes.
Okay.
Now that you're this
Circle.
close,
He's
Nah,
laying
he's
in a
just
glowing
yelling.
circle, isn't he?
he
It's
appears to
Thursday.
be
Damn
lying
right it
down in
is.
the glowing circle. At
Okay.
this stage, you will notice why. They have sewn him to the ground through his
Oh.
flesh.
Cool.
Well,
Cool.
isn't
Cool,
that
cool,
special?
Cool, cool.
It's almost like you interrupted them preparing some sort of dark ritual that might have extremely evil donkey effects.
Whoops. Okay. All right.
So you get Aubrey's sword, and he's immediately start leveraging. And he rolls a 21, so I'll just let him go now. I know you have that, and I know you'd have that. I may have played a lot of paladins in my time. A 12 will be enough, and so he will use his standard action to like shove the door open and pull out his sword and just scream the kind of angry scream, the blood curdling hatred you can only feel after someone has broken you over and over. And he is going to charge the caster.
Ooh.
Very angrily. However, he's not going to charge right now because that would be tactically stupid considering he doesn't have an attack because he spent a standard action to get out. But he's setting in and like screaming and like you can tell that's where he's going and you're not certain he has enough awareness of anything else to think about much other than that'll go to Duds. Duds went, Snuggles went, Emery. Emery, if he has more turn undeads, maybe considering moving into
Yes.
turn undead.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
for sure
Yes,
that.
please. Yes,
That
please.
might be what his suggestion is. Do you remember these are half? These squares here cost half movement or twice movement, not half.
He's
Wow,
still close
that
enough.
rocks that make you go twice as fast.
With a
Yes.
with a 60-degree radius, he should be able to reach the whole room, more or less, right?
Oh no, he's
Almost.
got to move in a bit.
Well, I mean,
Let him
moving
move
a
in.
little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he can do.
If he steps up here,
he can do
that'll
his
be most of
move.
movement. He's next to Oberdon, which means that he's safe, and he captures all of those undead.
Yeah,
Do it. Do it.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not rolling.
Inspiration if he fails.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that if he.
So
Um,
D20 is what you're rolling.
I don't want to do it. I'm too nervous.
Am I doing it?
D20 plus 2? Or is it just D20? Oh, it's just D20.
It's D20 plus his cleric. I'm sorry. It's D20 on the turning roll.
Yes, D20 plus charisma.
And his charisma modifier. So does he have? What
He doesn't
we
have
said he
it.
doesn't have any, right? So it's a straight D20.
Oh no, it's a straight D20 because he doesn't have charisma.
Yeah.
Who's rolling it?
Okay, Snugs.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Snugs. Wait, before you roll, guess.
Oh, it's,
I think we're using the inspiration
Yeah.
point,
Dude,
Squeeze.
That might be
Inspiration.
something.
I liked your. Oh.
Yeah. we're on a poop.
Just because we can, we're going to use the inspiration point.
Yes.
am I rolling
Because
again?
fuck that roll.
Yes.
Do it, Snugs. You
I
got it.
can't believe the dice.
Oh,
you can't
Here
roll
we
that
go.
bad again.
Oh my god.
Stop it! This is our lives. That's the craziest laugh I've ever heard in my life. Oh my god.
I'm not coming back up.
All right, so
Look at that chorus.
here's the thing. It depends. Basically, he can still turn creatures that are level 3. So anything that's level 3 or below, he can affect.
Okay. What is it?
Gonna be- Really? Are they?
Please be level 3.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Come
You
on.
guys can actually do this even on that
Come on.
roll. I'm gonna be so salty.
Why don't you go ahead and roll the 2d6?
Hey, not gonna be me.
You started it. You got to finish it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
2d6 plus
Agreed.
6.
Do it, baby.
Dude, if you milk this roll,
2d6 plus 6. Come on.
Plus 6. Okay, sure. Here it is.
Lots of
Here you go,
damage.
guys. Here you go. Take it all. Hey, you asked for it. I said no. You asked.
Oh, you have. It's so bad that you can't help but laugh anymore. So he'll destroy 9 hit dice worth.
It's all good.
closest to farthest.
Closest to farthest. Zombie, take a step back,
I'm
zombie.
crying. I think I am crying.
Sucks, you son of a bitch.
I'm so moved.
There is
Wait,
one
wait.
downside to this, and that's that Dud Zombie is gone,
Yeah.
Tight.
but the other 2 will remain.
This is the dumbest fight of all time. hate
I
it.
cannot believe the dice.
Yeah, you're rolling all 20s and max hits.
And we're rolling nothing, which is
Every
just...
round.
It's not like we haven't seen these encounters go this way before, but it just seems
yeah.
that this one is like...
This is brutal.
Yeah.
I think I almost literally threw up there.
Oh my god. Jesus. No throwing up. We're fine. I will throw up if you throw up. That'll be a nice chain reaction.
Okay. It wouldn't have been what it was unless Gorbad had actually not said, "You can't roll that badly again."
Right?
He didn't. He rolled 100% better.
I rolled the exact same, actually, a 1 and a 2.
Okay.
Yeah, the effect was exactly the same.
I mean, it worked, though.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, because I mean, it wouldn't have made any difference to whether you killed the other two, and of course, the second roll, the 1 plus 2 plus 6, if that would have been considerably higher. But you know what? Don't feel bad, dude. Everybody's rolled nothing but crap all night.
I feel
Like
great.
literally. Well, just tell Emery that when he wasn't here, he rolled nothing but garbage the whole session.
Yeah.
It's Emery's fault.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Whose turn is it? That was Emery's turn. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Who's next?
You know, I don't have any more summon undead 4s.
Great.
But I have 3s.
I mean, technically, I do in fact have summon undead 3.
But I have Summon Undead 5.
I wish I had 5 because that's where the really cool stuff happens. But no, I only have 4. But what I do have
Is a particular set of skills.
is
I will find you, and I will kill you.
Oh, you know what she's gonna do? Because she sees that cage open, and you guys are clearly not a threat. Like the way you've been rolling, like she's obviously under the impression that as soon as she gets the situation under control,
Yes, we've lulled her into a false sense
you
of
guys are
security.
nothing.
This has
And
all
I
been
think
our
that's
cunning
fair,
plan.
Given how badly you've all been rolling. However, something about Aubrey cutting loose out of that cage has her a little worried, and so she is going to point at him and utter more words in the darkest of languages, and a black beam will shoot from her fingertip
Black bean.
and slam into Aubrey.
It's Norman.
Yay!
Oh no, Aubrey. Not 12d20, holy shit, just 1d20.
We didn't come here to rescue no
Well,
Aubrey anyway.
No, I don't care about this.
Yeah, who the hell is this anchor anyway? You know, we came for the mule.
Oh my god, I can't believe that.
He's clearly cursed. We're gonna kill him anyway.
So Aubrey is like pulling up his sword and taking that first angry step, and she unleashes the blast of black energy, and it slams him right in the head, and it stumbles him back and throws him into the cage with a rattle and a clang. And then he just immediately lunges forward again. He's got this like energy that seems to be sapping him of his strength, and like it's crackling around, like arcing over his skin and actively burning him. And he is so mad he does not care.
Ooh.
Good for him.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, seriously.
Good for him and his anger.
Hey, Aubrey, I can relate, buddy.
Oberdon.
Uh-huh. All right, screw it. I'm pulling out the holy symbol myself this time.
You better roll better than.
Well, the problem is
Want me to roll for you, Gore?
you know,
Can you just roll for all of us from now on?
no, I think I might try it just to see. I'm at -1
cleric, right?
Yeah. I'm at -1. So
Okay.
let's see.
1d4 -1,
All right, here we go.
and then 2d6 +1.
Hey.
All
That's
right.
way better.
So I will affect. It's a good job. I rolled really well. I will affect level 3 stuff.
Yep.
And
Pew, pew.
I'll take it 6 hit dice worth.
You get the closest one.
All right. Hey.
I am for the sake of speeding this up, because if you feared them and they ran away, they'd be out of the fight probably long enough for us to just mow them down anyways.
Yeah, I like that.
So I am making the executive decision of
Destroying them instead?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So that one blows apart, and the zombie will like melt and fall,
Azentrax, thanks to cheers, buddy.
leaving just the one.
Much love on the cheer.
Oberdon, Hjorthark.
I have a couple of mimics.
So, how long are these tentacles gonna last?
They last a total of 8 rounds.
And how many rounds has it been? I mean,
4.
are you serious? It's only been 4 rounds.
Uh-huh.
Or 5?
Okay.
Or 5.
Yeah.
5?
All right,
We'll go with whatever you say.
I'm gonna try to break free. So botch it, please.
Got a chance again.
I do have a chance.
Come on, Shag. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Yay!
You're not ready
Yay!
for rounds.
Sounds about right, man.
I
Yay!
have not had a dicing raw dog session like this since for so long.
Wow. Yeah. I feel like Radovan again.
It's not even this
bad.
bad, because on my channel, what we do is when people donate or they sub, we let them stack rolls onto the pile for somebody, right? And
Yeah.
the person doesn't know what they're gonna get, but it's usually a lot of crits and a lot of botches. And it's my community, so it's mostly botches. We don't even get rolling this bad, this consistently, when my community is actively trying to screw us over.
Welcome
All
to
right, all right. I got an open man. You don't need to pour salt in it. All right, we get it. We get it. Okay, it's like okay.
So we go to the Bonnie Boys, of
Talk
which
about how
they're
bad we are somewhere.
What is happening, Azenthrax, is you're witnessing the worst set of player dice rolls in D&D history.
And one of the best for the DM.
And
Yeah.
also Dudley screwing their chance for diplomacy.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
A decision I don't like that I did.
Oh yeah, you didn't like it? Huh. Interesting.
But
Dud
Dudley didn't know.
Dudley's an asshole.
So Dudley's poor, potentially dead body is trampled over by this hulking zombie as it just like
Oh, Dudley!
and Dudley will like roll and bounce down the stairs in this general direction.
Good.
And it will put itself between the angry paladin and the evil necromancer, who suddenly realizes that maybe she doesn't have this as under her belt as she wants, as all of her zombies just keep undoing themselves. And then Aubrey will go, and Aubrey charges. I'm estimating you'd have that. It's sad that I can actually head math a build at almost any given level as long as it's based on paladin and the relevant prestige classes. I may have played a few paladins in my day.
I could do all that too.
Today
See?
I've heard more trombones than a college marching band.
That was for us, right?
It was Aubrey attacking the
Oh my
zombie.
god.
So Aubrey
fine.
lurches forward, right? And he raises this sword over his head. And he brings it down, and as he's doing so, he's calling on the holy energies of Adonis. But it doesn't matter, because whatever it is that he's fighting against, that black blast that she hit him with, is slowing him down enough that the zombie will just grab him by the throat and lift him up off the ground. So the zombie has him dangling over the ground there. He is choking. And then Duds rolls to stabilize. I haven't actually checked to see if Duds is alive or not, so I'm just going to keep having Duds roll to stabilize.
Has it been?
You failed one. You take 1 damage every time you fail a roll. So roll me another D100.
This is only the next round still? Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Still no stabilize. Take 1 more.
Mhm.
You are dead if you hit -10. Don't tell me because I want to keep the others in suspense.
Nope, I like this.
After duds goes the snuggler.
Oh, okay. Okay. So here's what I want to do. Seeing Dudley go down, I want to tell Alexis to go and swoop him up and get him out of there. I assume kind of do what did for me. As it's flying in that direction, I want to use that momentum to go and hit Sarah.
Okay.
And in the process of doing that, this is pretty much going to sap me of everything I got here, but I'm going to cast Flaming Ember, which, if we remember, if I can find it, Distracting Ember, sorry. That will essentially give me flanking, because I'll put it right behind her.
Flanking bonus.
Yep.
Hold on,
And then
my fireboy here.
And then I'm going to use Mountain Hammer for my attack.
Ooh, you have Mountain Hammer?
I do.
What's that?
Mountain Hammer. Extra damage.
And it avoids damage reduction as well.
If I recall, that was our fiery boy.
Yep. So I'm really trying to just hit her one time, because I don't think anyone has except for Dudley right in the beginning, right?
Yep. The only damage she took directly was the damage that made her decide to kill everybody.
Yep. Okay. So that's what I'm doing.
Damage since.
I mean, I'm going like, I'm going for it.
All right. Roll me to attack with your flanking bonus.
Okay, and that's just a regular single attack, right? Because it's just
correct.
The one. Okay. So, flanking, yes. Three damage. That's all. That's really like
what?
For real?
Well, plus the 7.
That's it.
Plus the 7. Don't you get sneak attack if you're flanking?
Yeah.
I do. Yes.
Don't forget about your sneak attack.
And that's what is that again? 1d6.
2d6.
2d6. Yeah.
Oh. We need this. All right.
That's a 17.
14, 17 damage. How much HP do I... You had already taken this much. Wow, she has hit. If we're playing other editions of D&D, I would describe her now as bloodied.
Okay.
Significantly wounded, still standing, but actually significantly wounded. So the question is your plan to dismount?
Yeah, because I'd want Alexis to continue to swoop Duds up and get him healed. I was kind of thinking of like the momentum of it, like you know what I mean, going at her as I kind of get over.
Yeah. Okay. So you're surfing again.
Yeah.
You're the surfing, right? You're surfing on this. You get your weapon out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you conjure the elemental up behind her, and she notices that it's behind her, right? So she's about ready to whirl around and smack it because there's a threat right behind her, and then you jump off of the carpet mid swoop and just come crashing down on top of her. And you're gonna hit her with your shoulder, your weapon. You're gonna fall into her and almost knock her back off the table. And in the process, you're actually gonna get your sword buried like in her side and be able to rip it back out.
Okay.
Do so, it will be a black ichor, not red blood on the blade.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Gross.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That was Snuggler. Emre, at this point, I believe we are close enough to tell if Duds is dead.
Yeah, I mean, Emery would automatically go and do a first aid check.
Yeah.
Or a heal check.
Is Duds at -10 or lower?
Do you want to know? Duds is at -9.
Emery, pick up those mushrooms over there and bring them to us before you heal Dudley.
I thought I was gonna be dead until this magic carpet.
Emery, I require those mushrooms immediately.
Oh my god.
Wow, Emery likes Dudley more than he likes Otto.
No surprise there.
Yeah, Emery had another moderates.
Yeah, he had one moderate left, didn't he?
Yeah, he should be just about dry at this point.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my god, I'm
no
alive.
more second level spells and no more third level spells. And
He's down to. I think he's got a couple of cure lights left.
yeah.
I had accepted my death already. I was
Aw.
already making my new character.
What a waste. We could have.
Oh, okay.
Damn you, Emery.
Where am I? Where's Otto?
Otto is currently screaming like a madman.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for nothing. Is what I yell.
Okay.
Why don't you try diplomacy again now? See how that
Yeah.
works.
I know I just stabbed you, but like, let's talk it out again.
How about you roll me another will save?
And this is my last skill point I have.
How much damage did you do?
Just as a heads up, this is the last thing I can expend.
How much damage did you do? 17? If she
Yeah.
tries to cast, you're in for a... I mean, you know, you've got a pretty
Yeah.
good buffer.
Okay, so it'll be a concentration instead.
That's actually specifically why she's not using a spell. She's using her last negative energy burst.
So concentration instead. This is my last skill point I have to expend. Sweet.
Okay, so you pass, take half of this.
Okay. Oh.
Delicious. 13.
Yeah. Okay.
My God.
No, I'm not dead yet. Okay, but I'm down again.
Fuck. Okay.
Also, I need to roll for Aubrey. This is that, so estimating that. Aubrey's fine. Rankin Samuelson. Give him a +10 because he's got an impressive will. Wow, this is the stubbornest donkey.
Yeah, he is. He's our hero.
Aubrey was wounded, estimating that much from there. Aubrey's hanging on by a thread. The poor donkey is not looking so hot.
Well, let's heal the donkey before Otto.
Otto drops the ground. So she calls another surge of pink lightning that just, instead of this one like pushing you back a little bit and hurting a little bit like it did last time, you're so close that you get full on Fus Rodad and just hurtled back, and you will bounce against the back wall and fall into the bed.
Right into the bed.
So now
Take a
would it
nap.
be a power nap?
Yes. Short rest.
Okay. From Necro goes Oberdon.
Alrighty. I'm going to use Revitalizing Strike. I'm going to hit Dudley with the sword. And then use the heal to heal... And then use the heal to heal, Otto.
You can heal somebody.
Revitalizing Strike. As you rear back to strike your foe, an arrow of divine energy sounds. As part of the initial strike, you must make a successful hit. This foe must pose a threat to you. And Dudley is clearly a threat to all of us because he screwed over our plans the entire way. If your attack hits, you or an ally within 10 feet of you. I'm kidding. I'm not going to hit Dudley. God, for God's sake.
I was in the process of deciding whether or not threat to you means within an appropriate XP range of level.
No, I was putting that up there just because that's my next ability, and I wanted to see what it did. Remind myself. What I'm going to do is I am going to make Best Haste to
Best haste.
get over here and get up in the fray.
Okay,
so as far as I can move.
Yeah, these squares in front of you are 2. So you're not going to be able to act this round, but I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can actually stand anywhere in this radius right here.
Right.
If you hustle and spend two move actions instead of a standard.
I am just going to get to here, right?
This is where I put you is at the edge of where you can go.
Yeah, I'm going to go to here.
Yep.
Actually, no, I'm going to go to... I can go here. Yeah?
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Then I am definitely doing that. I'm going to here, because I'm all Mr. Tactical.
Yep.
And I'm assuming because this dude is fighting against the same enemy we are, technically he would count as an ally?
Yes, Aubrey is an ally. He's fighting your enemies, and he is also from the Order.
All right. Then they get a -4 to hit him now.
Oh.
Nice.
Because he's an ally. And he should get flanking, I think, because I'm
Yes, he
across the plane.
Yep.
So I know I
He
can't
doesn't
act, but I'm
get
going to
perfect
try to
alignment.
maximize his ability to do something.
Nice.
Yes. However, we get to find out if your third breaks free of the tentacle.
I want to break free!
I was actually gonna go and get a sandwich. I had time. I reckon. Just
Well, wait, is it a concentration spell? Because I hit her pretty hard.
I am almost certain it's not. Let me double check though.
No? Okay, I could have sworn Black Tentacles. Well, it isn't 5e, I think, but
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
5e.
the concentration
I know.
mechanic is a 5e mechanic.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, damn.
yeah.
Well, its concentration is 3.5, but it's a different type of mechanic.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think you can cancel her tentacles by stabbing.
It's okay. This is the one where I'm gonna roll over 21.
Make
I have a
it
+6
happen.
modifier,
All right,
so
you just have to get a 17 or higher.
yeah, okay, it'll happen. Watch.
16 will even work.
It's magical. No, it's
Almost.
You can't will it. Shag it.
I was trying a new approach. You
It
know.
was so close. though, 'cause, like,
Positivity.
you could see the
Yeah.
You can
17
do it.
where it almost stopped, and it tipped one face over to the 10. If I'm not mistaken, that is round 6 of 8.
hmm
So you're
Okay.
almost-
Wow.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Sorry you didn't get to play D&D with us tonight, Shagget.
It's really okay. I did my one stupid thing and I reaped the consequences. Apparently,
It is
We
time
all
for
get
Bonnie
one.
Boy.
At least you haven't been knocked down twice.
Bonnie Boy will attack whoever it is that Sarah says that he should attack, and she still seems to be more afraid of Aubrey than of you. So
She should be.
Ooh.
Wow, finally.
not gonna do the trick though. Bonnie Boy, then Aubrey.
He's got a
Aubrey's
flanking.
gonna blow a fucking smite evil on this asshole.
Ooh, nice.
Smite him, sir!
That's that plus that plus that plus that. No, it's 3. Is that estimating? And this is one that survived. Okay, so he's still standing, but you walk up, right, and you kind of like pull the flat of your sword against the palm of your other hand, your gauntleted hand, you just kind of like shove into it because it's holding him, right? So you have to announce yourself as, "Hey, I'm a threat." Thump. So now it has to pay attention to you. And it turns and sees you out of the corner of its eye, and that's why it lets go of Aubrey. And as it's turning to try and adjust its position to compensate for the both of you, that's when Aubrey is going to run it through with a bellowing roar of hatred, and there will be the whitish and blackish sparks of Adonis's light coursing through his weapon. And it'll kind of like you see the skeleton inside of the zombie flashing as it gets electrocuted by the power, but it's still standing. Duds, it is your turn.
Okay.
Would you like to make a diplomacy check?
What? Why? Do I have to?
No, you don't.
No, he was kidding.
Oh.
I was annoying Snuggler.
Yeah, sure was.
Alright, I'm just gonna look up, bewildered, not sure I am. I see Emery in front of me, and Otto, where's Otto? And I assume he's gonna point that way to shoot.
Otto is taking a power nap in the bed.
Taking my power now, baby. No
So I'm
big deal.
just, Emery, go save him! And I'm gonna see if Emery will get on this carpet instead of me.
This freaking carpet is shuffling people back.
Yeah, for real.
This whole fight.
I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna start making my way over there, but like I'm hoping the carpet will be faster for him.
The carpet will get him about this far. And you can either... Yeah, okay, so you're moving... Your whole turn is movement if you're going to go through all of this rubble and up
Yeah.
the stairs and up... It's all uphill. So, like, for perspective, the old man in full plate just made a full-on hustle uphill in rubble, made just trucked right on in and just thumped up against the zombie and is now ready to go without having a heart attack, without dying, without losing it.
He's
Right.
not that old. If he was that old, he probably couldn't even carry the weight of the armor. So is it my turn, you're saying?
Sniggity snuggler. Give me a sniggity sniggly stabilize. 1d100, 10 or lower.
Yep.
Oh my god!
First good roll of the day.
Yeah!
It's the bed. It's comfy.
It's the power nap.
It's the power nap.
God, at least you won't bleed to death. Not that we know that, but
Emery can hop down and put a hand on Otto with a heal. He had a couple of low-level ones, right?
D8 plus 5.
Yeah.
Does that just put me to 0? What does that exactly equate to for me?
This will
Stops
give
you bleeding
8 hit
anymore.
points.
But I mean, when I
Stabilizing.
stabilize, does that take away the
No,
negative?
stabilize doesn't bump you to 0. It just means you don't bleed out because each
Okay.
failed stabilize check is 1 damage.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So whatever you were on, go back up
I
the
got
track
it.
8.
I got it.
You get healed 8, by the way.
I got it.
Does that 8 put you above 0?
It absolutely does.
Then you gain consciousness in the bed next to Emery, who is like kneeling next.
You wake up and Emery's going,
Yeah.
I imagine Emery might have at this point been like grabbing his whole face in frustration.
he rammed his tongue down your throat. That's how he heals.
After Emery goes the Necromancer. I've spent all of those. I've spent all of those.
And just FYI, my flamey boy's gone too. Just you still have him there,
Yes.
so I make sure.
Flame boy.
So I'll make sure.
Flame boy, run boy, sad boy,
Bony boy.
bony boy.
Oberdon.
My God, it's not my name for once.
Yeah, she's actually gonna break away from the dude with the sword and just run right at Otto and be like, "Get that guy!"
Right?
There's the small boy that we hate the most. Let's kill that kid.
Oberdon,
Uh-huh.
you may make an attack of opportunity, and I recommend you do not miss
Who is it? On.
her. She's casting a spell at you.
Okay, well, it's not a bad time to let that revitalizing strike kick in then.
Can you do that?
Yeah, because I believe it's
Because activating that power is a standard action.
but it was already activated last turn, right?
No, it becomes available to you to use.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? With the way the dice have been flying tonight, I'm cool with.
No, I mean, if I don't want to, if that's not the case, then I don't want it.
Okay.
If an attack of opportunity does
Off the
not
top of my
count
head,
for
an attack
that,
of opportunity isn't a standard action.
it's not.
It's not. So you can't.
No, okay. I wasn't sure if because it became available to me last turn, it's kind of like how like a ready thing or not. But
Yeah, because technically the way that works is it becomes a thing you can use, but to use it you have to spend a standard action. And as
Gotcha,
part of
that's
that
right.
action, you make an attack.
okay, then I'm just gonna hit it.
Okay.
Just hit her, please. Don't botch.
You know, that's easier said than done.
See that? Shag it.
Well, botch then. Wait, what?
Stop it, please. Just
I'm just not supposed to say it.
I'm hitting her, so I do not have flanking, right?
stop talking.
You do not have flanking to her, no.
Nope.
But I
Ooh,
want.
hold on though. Hold on.
No, be quiet and be tentacled.
Hold on. No, that
Take
wouldn't
that
help
tentacle
me
like a
anyway.
big boy. Shut up.
And all right, here we go. 20.
Yeah!
Yes.
Hooey.
Hit her for 7.
A total of 7, or do you do extra damage?
No,
no,
just
you-
7, because if I'm not getting to use any, if I don't get the revitalizing strike, that doesn't count.
Right, yeah. I'm a derp.
Just like a cheerleader. Let me know.
Is that your Thurk's like signature catchphrase
Yeah.
I think so.
Pretty much.
from like the back of the room?
With his tentacles.
Yeah, the trouble is, it's probably not enough damage to stop her casting.
Well,
No, it's not.
Yep.
Combat caster's tasty.
hit her good though.
So she casts. Where? I just had it open. Apparently, she can't cast anything because I don't have the right. Isn't it? Oh,
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Should drop her spell book.
There we go.
She rips it up by accident.
She might have dropped it on the table on the candle there. I see.
Wow.
Could have caught on fire. Hoo-wah hooey. That was a good hit, Gore.
Hooah hooey!
Ooh, that's what, well, I know my next character name.
Grab her sword. I mean, so she goes to charge up a spell in her hand.
Okay.
Right? And you swing your sword and you hit her. I am going to ask you for a Fortitude saving throw, DC 15.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
He's got fortitude. Yes, he do.
Yeah, I got plenty of that.
Oh, you're good.
Fortitude is the one thing I've got a decent save on.
So you swing and like your sword buries into her flesh and like the black ichor of her blood will kind of like ooze down your blade, and then she grabs you by the wrist of your blade arm and pulses disease through your body.
Ooh.
The spell will fade and nothing will stick.
Adalis will protect me from her filth.
And that is her turn.
My
Overdon.
turn. Okay. Now, okay. I gotta make a guess here. Well, let me see if I hit her first. Before I even worry about anything else.
Just hit her. Oh, wait. Shh. Sorry.
Oh.
Crit!
Yes!
Alright,
Something hooey, I forgot what
Ha ha hooey!
everybody say ha ha hooey now.
Was that a crit or something?
Oh, that's my first actual 20 this campaign.
Nice.
It's also the killing blow.
And also, it's a 17-point heal. Oh, God, Dudley, I'm not gonna meta and cheat.
What? Why are you yelling at me?
No, I'm not yelling at you.
I will.
Can I?
You want me to do it? I'll do it.
I'm gonna try to push the heal into Dudley, but I don't know if he's 10 feet close, if he's close enough or not. I know I could heal myself, but that's not what I would do, so I'm gonna dump it on Dudley.
Dudley is 10 feet.
There you go. Have 17 heal then, Duds.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Wow.
I was not going to measure that because that was like, I was looking at it, I was like, God, that's going to be so close.
It's precisely 10 feet.
I feel suddenly so much better.
So how do you kill her?
Okay, so basically, he's tired, he's exhausted, he's just kind of got up to the top there. She moved, he slashed at her, she grabbed his wrist.
Yep.
So in turn, he grabs hold of her shoulder and pulls her onto the sword.
Ooh.
And then he just like drives it home, and as he does so, he says, "With Adonis's compliments, you bitch!" and just runs her through all the way.
Could you whisper it in her ear?
I'm not that subtle.
Like a sweet embrace,
Yeah.
right? Like a
Yeah.
bitch.
Can you kiss her on the forehead after she dies?
I like a chapped lipped kiss.
Yeah,
you
as her
know?
holy chapstick
Like
burns a little bit of an imprint into her forehead. Like you branded
Lick her nose.
Bitch.
her lips.
Running through, right? And her dying breath is, "The prince will have you."
Oh no.
Then she'll either fall into you or onto the ground, wherever you dump the body.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to her until she's like literally on the ground before I like just pull the sword back out.
Yeah. So
And I like
she's
lock
dying,
eyes with her as she goes down to the ground.
Aubrey is still screaming and butchering this zombie. The zombie will go down. He will hack this thing into like 3 or 4 pieces before the corpse hits the ground. Like once he finally gets the blow, and then he'll stop and he'll whirl and he'll see movement in the direction of Oberdon, right? And then he'll realize it's not He doesn't know.
Now, I do know his name, right? You said?
You recognize his name. He's a very famous member of the Orders because he's supposed to be the sacrifice that started the apocalypse.
Okay.
He's supposed to be the one that died in that
What
rite.
was his name again?
Aubrey.
Aubrey, that was right. Okay.
Mr. Aubrey Steele. He was the son of the head of the Order.
Okay.
And like as he's whirling and like you're seeing him like not know what the fuck he's looking at when he sees you, you'll see the telltale signs of that black vein curling down his arm, but
All right.
the blade will drop out of his hand. He doesn't have the strength to hold.
So I
it.
lower the sword, and with the other hand, just kind of put it out half towards him, and easy, Aubrey, easy. Well, from the Order, we're here to rescue you. Honest, we are.
Dad?
Yes, I am not your father.
I think I don't trust it.
All right, at the same time, he glances across Dudley and says, "Don't get any closer, Dudley."
What's wrong with him?
Look at his arm.
Yeah, he'll drop to one knee and like he's growling to himself that he can feel it taking hold, but he can't. Not this time. Not this time.
Do something. Come on.
Emery! Emery! Quickly!
Yes, definitely.
Perfect Emery voice.
Thank you.
He is infected by the taint. Is there anything you can do?
Emery will cautiously approach, right? And he'll look it up and down. He says, if we can get him to the church, he should recover in time, but I'm gonna need to... I'd need to meditate and research before I could prepare something specifically to deal with this.
Okay.
Can I get my last few turns of this?
No.
You know, like,
Do me a favor! Roll me a grapple check.
okay, because I get 2 more rounds of this and before it goes away, and I just want to win one thing, please.
Give me 2 more grapple checks.
Sorry, I know it's late.
A 20?
Yeah, 20 and
20 to 10.
yeah. I just want to win once. Okay, never mind.
You're stuck.
Wait, there's still one more.
There's one more.
No, I rolled a 16.
Okay, there you go.
So I this whole thing, yeah.
Enjoy it.
So you like, just as Emery is like, I would need the chance to actually like, I would need to take an evening at least to prepare for this. That'll be where there will suddenly be a loud push as the dwarf just like drops to the ground because the tentacles vanished as
Yeah.
the spell ended.
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna sit down and like pretend I'm still grappled
And sulk.
and sulk. Absolutely sulking. Yeah, so stupid.
How is Otto? Is he okay?
Otto, are you okay?
I'm running to Otto in the meantime.
Get out of my way. Otto?
Hey, look who it is.
Otto, I'm so glad you're okay.
Yeah.
Go in for a big ol' hug.
Ow.
For sure you would have goner. I
Yeah.
thought I was a goner.
I will go over to Otto as well. And here.
Yes, you would think it very useful. Dead.
Have another 6 hit points.
All right. Double
Wow.
digits.
And another 3 hit points. I have 9. So most I can do for you right now. I'm saving the other 1.
That's fair.
That's a good idea.
So that went pretty bad pretty fast.
Yeah, what happened? I saw she did the tentacles, so I tried to help you out.
Yeah, well, about that, I kind of had it under control before
It
you
didn't
literally
look like you were surrounded.
Fucked it up.
Yeah,
You
You're gonna,
totally fucked us, dude.
yeah.
But I got a hit off, so it was okay.
Yeah, you're gonna see like a little flash of something, an expression on his face you haven't really seen before, where he kind of almost gets angry and furrowed, and you're gonna hear him almost in a different voice be like, "The next time you do something like that, there's going to be consequences. Understand?"
Wait, what did I do wrong?
And I'll just kind of roll out of bed. No, nothing. You, great. He's kind of starting to talk loudly. Great team effort from everyone all around. Yeah.
Oh, I had the carpet save you.
Okay.
Sure.
What did I do wrong?
Thank you. Yeah, no. Good thinking on your feet. And I'll walk over and just kind of like pet the carpet. Good job for you too.
It wiggles happily.
Again, talking kind of louder than maybe you would expect someone to, with everyone being in 5 feet from each other.
Rankin Samuelson, you stubborn mule. Are you okay? And he's going to give the mule the once over.
So, the mule is in pain. It is miraculously not injured such that it can't walk. So there are no broken legs. You still have no excuse to put it down.
Is
However,
it still
it is sewn through the muscles of its legs to like leather plates on the ground that all have very evil-looking runes written on them.
I'm going to try to carefully, with a dagger, cut where the stitching is, not just like cut the actual stitching, to pull it free from the leather.
Yep.
And is all the gear and everything on it, or is it? I'm glancing around to see if my saddlebags and other shield and sword are laying somewhere in this chamber.
You don't see them at first, and as you're looking around, there will suddenly be like a clash and a clang of like stuff being knocked over, and oh shit!
Yeah, it's the imp. He's in here somewhere. We didn't deal with him.
Oh,
Nothing here but it's your loot.
Where did the
little
clanging
vampire
and
feet.
clamping come from?
The clamping came from down over here.
All right.
You can basically walk around here, and all of your stuff is like just cast. She didn't give a damn what was on the mule. She wanted the mule for her right.
Okay.
There is also, as you venture down this way, in this patch of like green gunk, you see two shapes, like lumpy forms.
Like bodies, or
as you lean in, because the gas is so thick, they're surrounded by some sort of like incense, and Emery will observe that this is probably there to prevent those bodies specifically from being corrupted by the negative energy of the area. And you will recognize them as Mom and Pa from the manor. They're very dead, and they've had like ritual runes and stuff carved into their flesh, as if they were being prepared for something bigger.
all right. Then, ignoring my stuff, I'm going to pull them out of that crap and just put them to the side here.
Okay, so you can pull the bodies off to the side. You've got your stuff. You can, like, when you cut the flesh, like the stitchings from Rankin Samuelson, Rankin will uncharacteristically, like, he'll realize that he can move, but he's being very uncharacteristically demure and compliant.
So, here's the thing. After doing all of that, what's the ground like? Is it rock in here?
Yeah, it's pretty stone, pretty earth. You can't bury any of these bodies.
No,
You have to lug them out.
Yeah.
no.
What we can do is we can say that as you're going through, your possessions are not the only ones in the cave.
Okay.
There are also the possessions from other victims, and there's also like magical scrolls and stuff to inspect. However, that's a good stopping point,
Yeah.
and it is a decent place for us to.
So I'm not entirely sure that Rankin Samuelson's leaving this cave alive, just so you know. I'm seriously contemplating whether it will be a kinder thing just to kill the poor beast.
Right.
Because I don't know how the hell we're going to get it 20 foot up a rope.
I can show you the world.
I mean, we have the carpet, but I guarantee you a mule weighs more than 200 pounds.
Ah, it's a tiny little thing.
So, that's a thought process. I'd rather get the 2 bodies out there and buried than worry about this mule.
So we will pick up here next week.
Alrighty.
Discover what we're doing with the mule, the bodies, see if we can research any of what was going on in this cave, and also see what's going on with the boy who should have died 7 years ago and triggered the apocalypse in the process, but is quite alive, staring you in the face right now.
Yes.
Awesome sauce. Alrighty.
We lived.
Wow.
That was intense.
Yeah.
There we go. Hi there. I'm Gorbad, normally the resident dungeon master here on How We Roll, but for this particular campaign, I'm going to be taking a seat on the other side of the table to become a player. If you'd like to keep up with all things How We Roll, you can follow us on Twitter at How We Roll, check us out on Facebook at How We Roll, and you can also follow us on YouTube, and you've guessed it, at How We Roll. We also have a website, www.howweroll.com. Now, if you want to keep up with me personally, you can follow me on Twitter at Gorbad, and don't forget to check out my blog, www.thedmblog.com, for all things Dungeons & Dragons related, both for players and DMs alike. We will see you next time.
Sup, I'm Evil Squeegee, they, them, and as you can tell by now, Gorbad has made the mistake of letting me Dungeon Master a campaign on his channel. If you want to follow me on my channel, where I make the mistake of letting me Dungeon Master games on my channel, you can find that at twitch.tv/evilsqueegee. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at twitter.com/evilsqueegee, you can find inclusivity rants, gaming rants, rants about rants, and rants.
Is it on? It is. Greetings and well met, my friends. It is I, the great and powerful Thelonious Conch. My good friend the Snuggler has asked me so kindly to step in. If you want to keep up with what he's doing in the world, you can follow him at 2 places. The first is on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And the second, of course, is Instagram, where you can follow him at MattyQuickPick. I see what he did there. Clever boy. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time, and don't forget the lavender.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode of How We Roll. My name's Jane, and you can follow me on Twitter at Jane on Twitch with a 0, not an O. I also do stream like 3 times a week now, so you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/JaneIvana. What do you gotta say, Norman? Sorry. Peace, suckers.
Hey y'all, Shagget here. I play various characters on How We Roll. This is the first campaign where Gorbad is a player, and I very much would like to enact my player vengeance on him, since he's usually the DM and I can't do that really, because he'll just, wish it away and make it irrelevant. Follow me on Twitter at Eneb_Convos, and we can start a dialogue to find out the creative, awesome means that my character will get his character killed. Because isn't that what every player wants to do? I think so.
Hi, it's me, Satchmo, player How We Roll. You follow me